Oh, hello there, Toodle Pip and all that. It's me, Matt Stewart, one of the hosts of this show, letting you know I'm hitting the road. I'm coming out on tour for a Bad Boy / Who Knew It with Matt Stewart live show tour, coming to Brisbane, Sydney, Newcastle, Adelaide, Hobart, and then over to the UK, including Edinburgh, Cambridge, Birmingham, Manchester, and Swansea. This is coming up real quick. It's kicking off in a couple of weeks. And cannot wait to get there. If you want to grab tickets, please do at mattstewartcomedy.com. Some of these shows are close to selling out, which is very exciting. And I would love to see you there.
Acast powers the world's best podcasts. Here's a show that we recommend.
Lies, exploitation, and the American dream turned nightmare. This is Big Sugar, a deep dive into the inner workings of the sugar industry. I'm Celeste Headley, and in a new podcast, I'm investigating a true crime story like no other about the men who risked their lives to cut sugarcane. In Big Sugar from iHeartMedia, Imagine Audio, and the teams at Weekday Fun and Novel, I'll unravel a decades-long fight to get justice.
If they were right, then these workers were owed tens of millions of dollars in extra wages.
Listen to Big Sugar wherever you get your podcasts.
Acast helps creators launch, grow, and monetize their podcasts everywhere. Acast.com.
This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform designed to help you stand out and succeed online. Maybe you're just starting out, or perhaps you're scaling up your business. Squarespace gives you everything you need to claim your domain, showcase your offerings with a professional website, grow your brand, and get paid. Yes, all in one place.
Whoa. Hey, Dave.
Yes.
Squarespace gives you everything you need to offer services and get paid all in one place.
That's what I said.
I'm like, is there an echo in here? From consultations to events and experiences, showcase your offerings with a customizable website designed to attract clients and grow your business. Get paid. Yes, we're saying it again.
Paid.
On time with professional, on-brand invoices and online payments.
Hey, Matt.
Yo.
With Squarespace's collection of cutting-edge design tools, anyone can build a bespoke online presence that perfectly fits their brand or business.
You know what my brand is?
Yes.
Getting paid.
All in one place.
Getting paid.
Start with Blueprint AI, Squarespace's AI-enhanced website builder, to get a fully custom website in just a few steps. Squarespace also offers a complete library of professionally designed and award-winning website templates with options for every use and category. So it's nice and easy and intuitive. No experience required.
I love that. And if you love that too, you can head to squarespace.com/dogoon for a free trial and to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. That's squarespace.com/dogoon. Hello and welcome to another episode of Do Go On. My name is Dave Warnicky, and as always, I'm here with Matt Stewart and Jess Perkins.
Hello!
Hey, Dave. So good to be here with you.
Great to be here with you.
And also with you.
And with you. And this year... this is our annual episode.
I don't know if you realise what you've dedicated yourself to, but we're doing 52 episods.
Oh, great. I'm going to
Today.
be here all year now.
This year, joining us from the Mad Yarns podcast, it's our mate Dane Simpson.
Yay!
Woo! Happy New Year. Woo! I don't know why I said that. We've done this every week for nearly 10 years.
This year...
Yeah, it's an annual podcast.
Anyway, Dane,
You know what? It's the start of the financial year.
That's it.
exactly. I'm a really savvy financial kind of guy.
Yes.
I go with the clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The financial clock.
You're finally accepting you do look like an accountant.
Yeah.
That's why I hate him so much.
Yes.
Oh, that's not the only reason. But yeah.
I'm a multidimensional. You can hate me for many reasons. But Dane, how are you?
Yeah, great. I'm at the top of my game right now. I don't have your glasses, so I'm already doing well.
They're just copping strays all over the shop.
Because off Mark, you said to Dane, basically Dave's going to tell us a story from history and we just sit here and annoy him. And Dave's going, well, I can get it on that.
Dane's gone,
Gotcha.
got
I can do that straight away.
it. Insights, got it.
Well, regular listeners might know Dane from his episode of Do Go On the Quiz Show.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right, which came out last year. We did an episode with you and Marcel where the topic was periodic table of the elements, because when I see you, Dan, I thought, this guy knows science.
This guy knows elements.
And you proved yourself that night.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely. We did.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
What a powerful team we were.
VIP chunky bows.
That's right. If you haven't seen it, I gave both teams a bunch of letters that represent elements, and I said, who can spell the longest word using these letters? And Matt
we
and
did
Dane
it.
really
We did it.
We used every letter.
used it.
VIP chunky bows. That's what you do.
Absolutely.
That's what the VIP chunky boys do.
Absolutely.
Once they're finished.
That's what I do after every show I perform. I do a VIP chunky bow.
That's just for the people who paid extra.
Yeah. Everyone has to leave except for the people who have paid extra.
You're checking wristbands.
You've also done a few episodes of Who Knew It with Matt Stewart, my pod, and Dave's book cheat.
Yeah.
But you've got now you're entering, and I feel like you should have probably checked in with us first, but you've started your own podcast.
Yeah.
Without even asking us.
This is the widest I'll ever feel.
So the pod's, it's you and your mate Isaac.
Yeah, and we just yarn. It's called Mad Yarns. We just yarn. We just tell us a story. We encourage people to spin a yarn with us. It's fun. It's silly. But yeah, it's very, I don't know. It's in its early stages. We haven't got a very few out. By the time this comes out, probably 2 episodes would have been out by then. So yeah, we will work it out.
So people will be
properly.
able to binge it pretty easily.
Yeah,
at this point.
Yeah, you
2
can
apps.
listen to both episodes.
Yeah.
You do that in a day.
That's
Easy.
great, because when people see it, some people love seeing that we've got 500 and other people see it and go, well, I can't catch up with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
That's
I think
left.
that all the time.
It's flown.
Same with like TV series. If there's like 20 seasons, I'm like, I'm not starting that.
you can't
it's
do
too
that.
much.
What 500? Crazy. Well done. Congratulations.
Thanks so much.
How long do the episodes go for?
Oh,
As you're about to find out, between about an hour and a half and 2 hours.
Okay. Yeah, and so that's 1,000 hours.
at least, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we have 200 and something bonus episode mini reports as well.
They're about an hour as well.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And
Dave's
some-
done 100 book cheats. I've done 150 Who Knew It.
So basically, you could train an AI to say whatever you want based on our voices.
Yeah.
So you've got like 3,500 hours that you've put in to have 2 listeners.
Yeah.
And we love them.
Yeah.
We always said we'd stop doing the podcast when more people are listening than we're doing it. So there's 3 of us, 4 of us today. So we need 5 listeners,
That's
and
right.
we
And then
all
we're
we're
done.
done.
That's
Yeah.
yet to happen.
yet to happen.
Yeah.
We just one episode. That's all it will take.
It's crazy the amount of Nazis that listen to this too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dave
yeah.
has said every word. When he said every word, he said every word.
He said every word.
Every word.
For the AI. It's okay if it's for the AI.
Yeah. Jess and I really didn't enjoy some of those words he
If
said.
you want me to be your GPS voice, that's available.
Ooh.
I don't think
I don't want
those
that.
words are not required on GPS, Dave.
They're making new streets all the time.
You never
What are
know,
you,
I
one of
guess.
those?
Well, it's funny that you mention Nazis.
Oh, dear.
Okay.
Oh, dear.
Because we're going back in time. So not a great time this week, but we always start with a question to get us onto topic, because I've written the report, Dane,
Yeah.
Matt and Jess, they don't know what it's going to be. You don't know what it's going to be about.
So how does the show work then?
And we take it in turns to report on the topic. And that's
Okay.
what I've done this week. I've gone away. Our Patreon supporters, I put up 3 topics and they voted. So they voted for the Nazi story, not me.
Of course I did.
And
You still put it up to them.
yeah.
Anyway.
I went away, done the research, and now I'm going to tell you all about something from history.
Did you need to do research on this one?
I also think that the topics were: do you want to hear dog poop, or the mold in my fridge, or Nazis?
Yeah. Hey, that don't sound so bad. No, we're going to start with the question. That question is, what 1963 war movie starring Steve McQueen is based
Great Escape.
on a true story? It is The Great Escape.
Oh,
Today we are talking about the real Great Escape.
Oh,
oh,
sick.
nice.
So we're focusing on what I would call the good guys.
Tom, Dick, and Harry.
Wait.
Yes.
Yeah,
So you're a fan. Let's go around the room. Have you seen the movie?
Yes.
I
a long
haven't.
time ago.
Can I double check when you say the good guys? Who are you talking about?
The the guys trying to escape.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Because you said that we're talking about Nazis today. So.
No, they obviously come up as the baddies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just so that everyone's on the same page.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah. So,
Also, Dave, why is your heart going out to all of us?
so Jess hasn't seen the movie?
No.
Fantastic. And
I haven't
it's
seen
been
it
a
in
while.
ages. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I watched it growing up. Maybe
I think
with
I saw it at
with
the
my
cinemas
dad.
when it came out.
You saw it in the 60s. Yeah.
Yeah, I watched it I watched it when I was a kid.
It used to be on like Sunday afternoons, or we're about the same age.
Yeah.
Old as the wind. And I reckon it used to be repeated daytime weekends. Sometimes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I reckon I watched it on telly during like midday movies.
Yeah, it must be very cheap, obviously, to put it out.
Yeah.
Even back then. But now, it's the first time I've ever found a movie on YouTube with ads.
Oh.
Usually someone's either pirated it and put it up, or you can rent it from YouTube. But they were like, yeah, you can watch it. We'll chuck a couple ads in there. But
They're
it's
not
like-
ads from the TV that it was taped off.
no, that'd be amazing. McCain's Pizza.
Yeah.
McCain's, you've done it again.
What does burrito mean? Do you remember that ad campaign where they old El Paso had to do a campaign asking Vox Pop asking Australians, what do you think burrito means?
That's funny.
Yeah. Burrito Brothers? Oh, they were a hit band back in the 60s. That was one of the guys' answers. I think they were actors, but still.
Do you remember when they were promoting lamb?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The roast lamb in particular, and then they're like, nah, like they're giving up a date with Tom Cruise.
Oh, no, I don't remember that.
They're like, oh, you've just won a date with Tom Cruise. Nah, Mum's got lamb roast on.
Oh, yes. No, I do remember that.
No,
Yes,
that's the best.
Yeah.
So they chose the lamb over Tom
They
Cruise.
chose a roast lamb.
Tom Cruise is sitting there going, what the fuck?
I don't even reckon he was consulted or paid or
No
anything.
way.
He knew nothing about it. And Tom Cruise, let me ask you this. What does burrito mean to you? So we're talking about The Real Great Escape. So the movie is obviously based on this real event. They got a bunch of it right. Also, a lot of it's been Hollywood-fied, which I'll sort of reference a couple of times. But this topic, as in the actual escape, has been suggested by a bunch of people. Thank you to Nick Slater from Cambridge, Adam Derbyshire from Quebec, Canada, Robin Leibundgut, from Lausanne in Switzerland, Tim Randall from Brisbane in Queensland, and Jonathan Guppy from Bristol in the UK.
Guppy,
Awesome.
so good.
He's very forgetful. He's got like a 10-second memory.
Guppy, I didn't get it. I was like, Tim Randall? So thanks again to the people that voted for this topic. Now, our story takes place at Stalag Luft 3, a German prisoner of war camp run by the Luftwaffe. That's the German Air Force during the Second World War, where they held captured Western Allied Air Force personnel. At the time, the German military followed a practice whereby each branch of the military was responsible for the POWs of equivalent branches. So Air Force looked after Air Force.
Oh, that's
Right.
interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting.
Yeah, I guess maybe you know more about them. You can relate more to them.
Yeah.
No other armies have done this though. Like as in no other countries during wartime have taken on only their specific regiment or whatever it
Yeah,
is.
that's so weird.
Yeah.
Like these are the only people that have ever done this.
Is that you telling us a fact?
I'm assuming.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not.
It's
I've
super
never
interesting.
heard of
I
that,
hadn't
but-
heard it before this either.
But I'm not as big of a fan of war as Dave is.
Oh,
So
yes.
Yeah, I'm a man in my mid-60s. All I watch is the History Channel. The camp was established in March 1942 near the town of Sagan, Lower Silesia, in what was then Nazi Germany, but it's now part of Poland. It's 160 kilometres, 100 miles southeast of Berlin. And the site was selected because its sandy soil made it difficult for POWs to escape by tunnelling.
I was going to say that make it easy to dig, but harder for the tunnels to stay up.
Yeah, that's right. They collapsed pretty instantly.
Right.
The BBC writes, Stalag Luft 3 was the Germans' attempt at an escape-proof camp. Specifically for Air Force officers from the UK, Canada, Australia, Poland, and other allied countries, it was built and run by the Luftwaffe as a secure place to hold people they believed were escape risks. What they had not done, however, was consider the ramifications of trapping so many escape experts all in one place.
So funny.
They're put together their own ragtag
They
team.
really have. They're forced a ragtag team.
Is one of them a gymnast?
Yeah, every room on the camp had to have at least one gymnast. You got to split up the
Or
gymnasts.
contortionist. Or they had one of them as well.
Yeah, one of each.
Yeah.
We need to win this ice hockey tournament. Let's get all of the best ice hockey players and we'll put them alone together in their own team. The losers.
Exactly. We'll segregate them from everyone else. Surely they won't be able to do the thing we're trying to stop them doing.
Yeah.
The camp was built in the middle of a pine forest with clearing all the way around and was surrounded by several layers of fencing and guard towers. And because of the dirt and because of how many towers and fences they had, they're like, no one could ever get out of here.
Yes, the hubris is what does you.
Yeah.
It's almost like, you're taunting
The
them.
unsinkable ship.
Exactly. That's what it feels like, doesn't it? Yeah.
Great. We don't even need guards.
Yeah, whatever.
The guards can do like I don't know, maybe like a 10 till 4 kind of shift, and then
Show their faces.
the guys can probably just the prisoners can just look after themselves after that, I reckon.
Yeah, no one's ever escaped at night.
That's fine.
Should we go into the barracks and check?
Nah, it's fine. I can't hear anything, so I'm assuming everything's fine in there.
Yeah.
What are they, quiet diggers?
The camp itself was divided into sections. The North Compound held British airmen, that is, people of the British Air Force who actually came from across the world. So there's a bunch of Australian, Polish, New Zealand. I'll go through the nationalities later, but a lot of them served or were seconded by the British Air Force. So that's why they're all locked up together.
So there was Aussies in on this.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Yeah, a bunch of Aussies.
Yeah, they didn't make the movie.
I thought there was an
We
Aussie
never
character.
do.
Was there?
Yeah, there's someone who does a really bad
Was it?
accent.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Oh.
An offensively bad accent.
It wasn't Steve McQueen himself, was it? No.
Yeah, why
He's
not?
like, too right, copper. I'm going to jump on this motor.
All right, Cobba Dobba. Hey, Roo, I'm off.
Are we going to talk about the ball bouncing? The
Oh,
iconic-
Oh, the iconic.
Down
That's
in-
obviously so in the freezer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
I didn't come across whether that actually happens in real life.
Oh, okay. So, yeah. I thought you said you did a lot of research.
Yeah.
Well,
I thought you went scene by scene.
which I think that makes me think it probably didn't happen.
Yeah. Right.
Surely that's the most Googled thing. Did the ball bouncing scene actually happen in real
Did they
life?
really lock him up with
Balls
a
were not
baseball
quite
mitt?
invented. I think you'll find that that style of ball was not actually invented until 1953.
So that's where our story takes place, in the North Compound. The South Compound was for American airmen. Each compound consisted of 15 single-story huts that were 3 by 3.7 meters and slept 15 men in 5 triple-deck bunks.
In a
Triple deck.
3 by 3 room, did you say?
Yeah, 3 by 3.7 room. So like pretty standard sort of bedroom size, but they had 15
men in there.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
Wow.
I've
It
started
would
a few
stink.
backpacker dorms like that.
Blokes.
Blokes.
Oh.
Just in general, stink.
Just, probably things like Lynx Africa.
Oh.
An Old Spice.
Yeah. On Friday night. Something special.
Oh, you're going out.
Friday night, bring out the Old Spice.
If you're hoping to maybe bring a lady home, then absolutely get the Old Spice on. Thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah, put a tie on the knob. 14 men have to stand outside.
Hurry up.
Where did you meet a woman? We're in prison. Eventually, the camp grew to approximately 24 hectares or 60 acres in size, and it housed about 2,500 RAF officers, that's the Air Force, about 7,500 US Army Air Force officers, and 900 officers from other Allied Air Forces, for a total of nearly 11,000 inmates. So it's huge.
Wow.
A lot of escape artists.
11,000 escape artists.
Yeah. It's like they're having like an expo. You know,
Yeah,
like
it's a
an
convention.
industry convention.
Yeah. It's a conference. That's
So
why.
they've all set up stalls.
What got them to that? What gives them that clarification of an escape artist? You know, like did they get him in a headlock once and he's like pulled out of it? And they're like,
Oh my god.
You're going to the
Yeah.
Get out of this.
This guy's magic.
Oh my God, he
He's
did it.
slippery.
He's just oiled up his head.
At what point, when you get 11,000 escape guys together, at what point do they just sort of start standing on each other's shoulders? Just climb over the fence. God, we can't stop 11,000 of them. According to WikiNow, the prison camp had a number of design features that made escape extremely difficult. The digging of escape tunnels in particular was made difficult by several factors. The barracks housing the prisoners were raised 60 centimetres or 24 inches off the ground to make it easier for guards to detect tunnelling. So they were kind of on stilts. So there's a gap between the floor and the ground, so you can't just start digging under your bed.
Right.
You can't, let alone 3 holes. That would be insane.
No, that would be crazy. No one would ever do that.
You could.
Wait, are they fucking their beds?
Yes. And 14 men outside waiting. Go on, you done in there?
How'd you pick up? Well, just, got some scissors.
Bit of imagination.
Bit of imagination.
I like to think that there's 15 men out the front and someone forgot to take the sock off the knob.
They're all waiting.
They're all just waiting for no one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, for fuck's sake.
We've been out here for 2 hours. I was thinking, geez, this is taking a while.
It's just
This is showing off at this point. Jesus. 2 hours. Come on, then. Nobody wants that.
It's not fun for anyone. Certainly not the pillow.
Yeah.
The camp had been constructed on land that had a very sandy subsoil. The surface soil was dark grey, so it could be easily detected if anyone dumped the brighter yellow sand found underneath above the ground. The loose collapsible sand meant the structural integrity of any tunnel would be very poor, like we're saying. And a third defense against tunneling was the placement of seismograph microphones around the perimeter of the camp, which were expected to detect any signs of digging.
Oh, wow.
So literally they've mic'd up the ground.
So they've really thought about digging.
Yeah.
I wonder what if they've thought about other ways of getting out.
Yeah. That'd be so. They just walk out the front gate.
Yeah, there's no fences.
It's like, okay.
You know what we should have bought? Locks.
Yeah.
Ah, shit. I've took the whole budget on these microphones.
They're really good, though.
Top of the line.
Oh, they're great
great.
stuff. The guy at Bunnings wouldn't stop going on about them.
Bunnings where you get your mics, is it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, your ground mics.
Yeah, sorry. I forgot they were ground mics.
Come on, mate. You've been at this game 10 years. You should know your mics.
We've actually marked the ground up in here today. Let's have a
Yes.
listen. Oh, is that Evan trying to dig out of the studio next to us?
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Someone's trying to dig in.
Evan, you get back in here.
Push a little daisies and make them come out. I feel like that's what the ground would sing.
That's what you did. Oh my God. It's the ground's singing to me.
The ground's going, worms.
Oh, get him out.
Ah,
There's worms under my skin.
it's so gross.
Trying to think of
You
a
don't have
single
to-
Velvet Underground song. I could not think of a song.
I don't know if you know, but I get plenty of roots.
Come on. That's good
Okay,
stuff.
the ground gets roots, which in Australia means sex.
I've also soiled myself.
Oh, God.
Guy's on fire over
That's
here.
incredible stuff. It's nice to have an actual comedian on the show, once.
Exactly, mate, but
Sounds like a wild.
some of this material is a little dirty. Thank you so much.
Here it is.
Does sound like you would. It would be very interesting. Putting the tie on the knob and spending some time with you in the bedroom. Roots, soiling yourself. Well, a bit of everything.
That's it, actually. That's all I get.
Just the two. They're the big
That's the
two.
two things. That's what the whole 30 seconds is filled with.
In that order. Alright.
So despite all of these precautions, there had been a few previous escape attempts, even at Stalag Luft 3. The most famous of which is known as the Wooden Horse Escape. This escape involved Flight Lieutenant Eric Williams, who was a pilot whose Sterling bomber was shot down over Germany. Lieutenant Williams and a few others created a vaulting horse, kind of like a crude gymnastic pommel horse.
Okay, gymnast. There we go.
Oh, over the top.
Yep.
They forgot there was a bad idea to construct a trampoline on one side of the fence and then a trampoline on the other side of the fence next to a foam pit.
I was assuming it was going to be like a reverse Trojan.
It is kind of Trojan-like. So what it is like it's made with wooden Red Cross crates. That's how they made this vaulting horse. And every day this vaulting horse went all the way to the ground. See, there's no... These days you see a pommel horse at the gym or whatever. That, you can see in between the legs of it. But this thing, it's like a solid piece of wood. And it was carried out of the recreation hut by 4 fellow prisoners, while 1 or 2 escapers clung on inside. The vaulting horse was set down in the same spot near the perimeter fence every day, and whilst men jumped over it and made a bunch of noise, the 2 men hidden inside began excavating their tunnel using bowls as shovels and metal rods to poke through the surface of the ground to create air holes.
Great.
Wow. Sounds like a nightmare.
Where's the dirt going?
Yeah.
So another ingenious thing is at the end of each day, a wooden board was placed over the tunnel entrance and covered with surface soil, and the soil they'd dug out was placed inside the horse, and then they'd carry that. So we would have weighed a ton because there's 2 adult men in there with a
day's
day's
load
worth
of soil.
of soils. And then they'd carry that out, empty it off, and the next day...
Where do they empty it off?
Throughout this, according to Royal Air Force Association, the excavated dirt was a sandy yellow colour and contrasted with the brown topsoil. So it was hidden in many ingenious places, including inside prisoners' trousers.
That doesn't feel like a long-term solution.
Well, these men would then walk around the compound, allowing the dirt to slowly trickle down their trouser legs and onto the ground.
Shawshank Redemption it.
Yes. They were usually followed by other prisoners nonchalantly treading the sand into the surrounding dirt to mask the trail.
Great.
This sounds like an alright prison. They've got a lot of freedom in there. You think, Nazi prison, that doesn't sound like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
They're having it. Look at them.
They're not really living up to the name Nazis, are they?
These air Nazis are pretty soft, are they?
Sounds pretty woke prison, if you ask me.
These guys have got recreational equipment?
Yeah.
Come on.
Whoa.
Are you guys feeling okay mentally?
Yeah.
Checking.
Do you just want to get the horse out and maybe play on it?
They're playing the horse.
I'm playing the horse.
They love it. They love the horse.
They love the horse.
If you're a guard, you'd be like, these grown men are losing them. Every day they're like going, yay! Whoa, trying to make as much noise as they can as they jump over a horse.
I love
To
your
cover the
idea of someone making noise is yay!
Good one! Everyone, let's sing along.
You're not really selling it. I reckon they would have been better actors than that.
Yeah, they were great actors.
Surely they sang songs. That would be the most
Oh, yeah.
like non-weirdest thing.
If they're all
To
just
do.
singing like Waltzing Matilda or something.
Yeah.
Really loud.
Or push them little days and make them come.
Probably.
All together.
Obviously, they're
Altogether.
singing Ween.
Ween are very sing-alongable band. Everybody
I
now.
had a great time at your
Everybody now.
Do you know what's weird? Is my brain went to Wiggles. Like they're just at a Nazi camp going, everybody clap.
Everybody sing.
La 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 la. Bow to your partner.
And the Nazis are like, these Englishmen are losing their fucking mind.
No, they're joining.
Rockabye your bear.
Bear's now asleep.
Shh, shh, shh. I guarantee you they're going home singing it. That's what they're doing.
They go,
God, it's so catchy.
these guys are so weird. And they're going home that night going, shh, shh, shh.
Go. Big red car. Sugar, sugar, sugar.
D-O-R-O-T-H-Y.
So, for 3 months, Flight Lieutenant Eric, along with Lieutenant, as they would say, Michael Codner Williams and Flight Lieutenant Oliver Philpott took it in turns to tunnel over 30 metres or 100 feet, long enough to get out of the prison.
Wow.
That's so insane. That's
It's
such
so
a long way.
far. And they're digging with bowls.
Yeah, but you also said that this is sand.
Yeah.
So it's not meant to be able. They're not meant to be able to dig through it. So how did they?
So, because if you dig down metres quite deep,
Oh, right.
you get
through
underneath
the-
the sand, but it's like metres worth.
Yeah.
And then they've got
And they're building a frame. Like, I'm picturing the movie, they've got like a little rail and a frame, or is that all Hollywood nonsense?
No, that's not Hollywood nonsense. That's
Whoa.
true. But for this one, I don't believe that they had anything reinforcing the tunnel,
Right.
anything holding up the roof. So it was a little bit dodgy. Like it could
Yeah.
collapse on them basically at any time. But let's find out what happened. On the evening of October 29, 1943, Codner, Williams, and Philpott made their escape. Williams and Codner were able to reach the port of Stettin, where they stowed away on a Danish ship and eventually returned to Britain. Philpott, posing as a Norwegian...
What? I thought this was going to be a big build-up.
This is a previous attempt.
Yeah, this
This is the wooden horse.
is
right.
a
I'm
temp-
like, what the heck? They did it?
Yeah.
Just like that? Is that the end of the episode?
That's the end credits.
No, the other guy, Philpott, posing as a Norwegian margarine manufacturer, was able to... I love the... That's a great backstory. Well, I make margarine.
Yeah.
I wouldn't question that.
Oh, yeah, I
It's
wouldn't.
so insane. I'm like, okay.
I wouldn't know
Unfortunately,
what...
he talks to the one Nazi who's like a big margarine expert.
He's like, oh, I've got high cholesterol. That's really
Yeah.
helped me. Thank
yeah. Meadow Lee, who do you work for?
you. Name 3 other brands.
Yeah.
But you can't. He was able to board a train to Danzig, now Gdansk, and from there stowed away on a Swedish ship that headed for Stockholm, from where he was repatriated to Britain. So all 3 men inside that wooden horse got home.
Wow.
I flew from Darwin today to Melbourne. Not one person on that plane knows my occupation. I didn't need a backstory.
Yeah, you didn't.
I didn't need to go. I'm from Norwegian. I'm Norwegian and I sell butter. Everyone.
Yeah. The more you say it, the more sus you sound.
Yeah.
Oh, nice to meet you. I sell margarine.
Why don't you just shut up and sit on the butter?
You really won't believe it's not butter, I swear. I've got some samples here.
Yeah, they're like trying to give you butter with a bread roll. You're like going, have you got any margarine? I'm actually a margarine guy.
I reckon he's whacked this in to have a little bit more of a story.
It sounds more interesting.
Padding it out of
I make margarine.
I escaped from a Nazi jail isn't enough of a story.
Yeah.
So, the escape-proof prison was, in fact, not escape-proof.
Wow.
Great.
But not everyone wanted to escape. You see, as Matt's kind of already guessed, life at the prison wasn't too bad, especially when compared to other prisons run by the Nazis.
Curried sausages. They're pretty good.
Yeah.
And chips.
Some good cuisine.
Yeah.
I don't know if you'd want it every day.
You get sick of it.
Nazis. Do you mind if we mix up the menu a little bit? Oh, you're not happy with the sausage?
Oh, you're not happy with the sausage is the greatest sentence you've ever said in a German accent.
And
my wiener not bringing happiness?
I don't know what German video. I do know what German videos you watch.
It's mostly the Swedish chef.
What if it was
not German.
What if it was a vegan sausage?
Vegan.
We went to Berlin and Matt got a vegan sausage, and the lady was so angry when she handed it out. Vegan. We have a vegan.
You're selling them.
It's so funny.
I was offensive to them to order it, I think. But it's
Yeah,
on your
she's
menu.
swearing at you.
Yeah. Yeah, that does not mean vegan.
Why did you get this?
Oh, went in Berlin.
You got to get a vegan.
You get a vegan.
Yeah, but yeah. I mean, Berlin, very arty city, very arty. Und my wiener not make you happy?
Isn't like all their breakfast foods like just meat?
Yeah, so breakfast wiener, and for lunch we have
Lunch wiener.
Lunch wiener, and for dinner today, dinner wiener. Enjoy.
The Nazis in a prison are saying, enjoy.
They've got like an apron on. Like, please enjoy.
It would make me very sad if you're not happy with my wiener.
Stop.
You don't want my wiener?
He keeps making eye contact with me while he's saying it.
I didn't even realize.
I think that makes it worse.
Just naturally.
I didn't even realize. I just did that creepily.
It happens.
Sorry, and would you like some of my wiener?
I'd love some more, thank you. Is there seconds?
Und yes, the sauerkraut on the sword.
Oh, the sword!
This is if Matt tried to escape the prison. He's like, all right, I'm a sausage salesman. That's my cover story. And you get away when you give it away by actually saying, on the side.
On the sword.
I'm like, hang on, this guy's secretly Australian.
Oh no, I'm busted. I can't do my own accent anymore.
Oh, Jesus.
So let's talk about the prison conditions, because the Soviets never signed the Geneva Convention that laid out how prisoners should be treated. So they were often kept in appalling conditions in Nazi prisons. The Allied prisoners that Stalag looked through were treated with much more decency, and a lot of people speculate it's because they've signed the Geneva Convention, but they're also hoping that that means German prisoners on the other side are going to be treated a bit better.
Wow.
But the Soviets and Germany, they're treating each other terribly.
Right.
Obviously, it was still a prison, and no one wanted to be locked up, and food was at times scarce. So there's not sausages for everyone every day.
And they didn't have a lot of money. That's why the war was happening as well, like the Germans.
Oh, yeah, and they were like, we're not going to spend it on these.
Of course. They're not going to spend it on other people from other people. The people who they're fighting in the war.
Yeah.
So I think they were like, I think there even was like conditions for how much food different like classes of citizen were getting, and the POWs on this side of the war were like a low industrial worker or something. So and I even read the calorie count. It's like not even quite enough to sustain.
Once you haven't finished your wiener, you'll need your energy for the pommel horse tomorrow. You know you boys love the pommel horse.
You actually, this is quite a big point. Is that they're not getting enough calories to live like just a normal everyday. They're lifting hundreds of kilos.
They must be ripped. There wouldn't be an ounce of fat on them.
Well, they'd be losing weight and
rapidly.
Yeah,
and they'd be malnourished.
And I think a lot of the time they were kept going by Red Cross packages,
right?
That were sent to the prison, and they had a system where
they just send them blood.
Yeah, have it go with this.
Oh yeah, didn't Dave mention they're vampires?
Yeah, calorie dense blood, but they had a system where if you got sent something, you pulled it for everyone.
Right.
So it's kind of like, have you got enough for the whole class?
Yeah,
and if not, put away the snacks. That's the system.
Yeah.
Fair.
We've all been to camp.
Yeah. Come on, put the chopper chops in the middle. Come on.
You say that to like a POW comes back. Yeah. Mate, we've all been to camp. Okay. I think we get it.
Yeah.
You went to a camp. Year 6.
Yeah.
We went to Beechworth.
Okay. We rode horses, went for a bushwalk. It was great.
Okay.
We went to
We get it.
You have to eat your Mars bar outside by yourself.
We get it.
We get it. The menu's not up to scratch always.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, some days it's, sausage.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's Vienna schnitzel. Is that another kind of sausage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Wiki breaks down life at the prison, which there was a lot of extracurricular stuff that they sort of distracted themselves with. They had a substantial library with schooling facilities available where many POWs studied for and took exams in subjects such as languages, engineering or law. The exams were supplied by the Red Cross and supervised by academics such as Master of King's College, who was a POW in Luft 3.
Wow.
So they happen to have like this very high up principal there.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'll supervise the exams. The prisoners also built a theatre and put on high-quality bi-weekly performances featuring all the current West End shows.
That's so funny. So they got to practice acting before going out and having to pretend to be like Nazis, I guess.
So when you're on the run, someone's like, my name is Macbeth. I'm a Scottish king. My wife's just lost her mind.
I was born by cesarean, but just letting you know. Okay.
That's a weird thing to say, but okay. So the prisoners used the camp amplifier to broadcast a news and music radio station named the station KRGY, short for Kriegsgefangene, which means POWs in German, and if you say that correctly, that is. And also published 2 newspapers, the Circuit and the Craigie Times, which were issued 4 times a week.
You just can't stop white men doing podcasts, can you?
Under any condition, someone has to listen to my voice.
I've got something to say.
But it's great. They had enough for 2 newspapers 4 times a week. What are they reporting on?
Yeah.
Dane, I will say, Dane, now that you're one of us, you can't make that joke anymore.
Welcome.
Yeah. Boo. I do feel like I'm stepping into a world that I'm not ready for. That jokingly, like I want to still make jokes about. I want my cake and eat it too.
Yeah.
But you're even doing a classic white man pod of we're just telling stories.
I was telling yards. Oh,
We're just hanging out.
We're just hanging out with a couple of mates, and we're funny. I mean, you two are, but so I guess.
I think the classic white fella is to tell me how to live my life.
Well, and
without knowing how to live your life.
Oh, that reminds me. Yeah, I've got a few. We'll do it off pod, but I do have some. I got some wisdom to drop on you later.
Make your bed. Go to the gym.
Yeah, it's mainly grind stuff.
Rise and grind.
Speed ain't a 3, right? Then you got 3 days a day.
3 days every day.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Every day.
It's these weird people that think that they've got extra, like, knowledge, and you're going, nah, cuz you're weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Stalag Luft 3 also had the best organised recreational program of any POW camp in Germany.
What the hell? It almost sounds like a boarding school.
Yeah, there's a lot.
They're
They're very busy.
They're making the most of it, trying to distract themselves. Each compound had athletic fields and volleyball courts. The prisoners participated in basketball, softball, boxing, touch football, volleyball, table tennis, and fencing, with leagues organised for most of
They
these.
gave them swords.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah, well, you wait till he tells you about the pistol shooting range.
And they're doing pole vaulting.
They're doing pole vaulting. They're doing a key cutting course. There's a lot happening.
Who voted on softball and not baseball?
Oh.
I wonder what's going on there.
Maybe they only had those big balls. Because the softball's got those big chunky balls.
Yeah, and American and the guards are saying underarm only.
Yeah.
That's like there's a lot of rules.
Oh,
that
this
are
isn't
very
the
different.
Americans either. So
Isn't
maybe
it
that's
the
why.
British side?
The
Yeah.
British side.
No mention of cricket though.
Yeah, you
What
think
about
they play
rounders?
I love a
Remember
bit of
rounders? You played rounders as a kid?
cricket? Yeah.
Yeah, mini bat.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's like only for primary school. It's like a mix between cricket and
Yeah, I was pretty good at
baseball,
rounders,
sort
and when I found out I couldn't go professional, I was devastated.
You're good at rounders because the bat was small enough for your tiny
Yeah, I
hand.
look like a full bat.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
What about British Bulldog?
Oh, yeah.
that
We
was
used to play that on bitumen,
Yeah,
which looking back is crazy.
that's silly. That's same.
So literally, what is it like? There's one kid on one side of a field or an open area, and then everyone lines up, and you have to try and run through.
yeah.
And
And it's like full
They just have to
contact.
tackle you to the ground. So
and then they join you.
I don't think anyone ever won because you just got smashed.
You got smashed, but then they join you, and then they run back, and then the two of you now tackle.
Yeah.
And then there's four of you, technically. Well, whatever. Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't good at that one.
You run under their legs.
I played touch British Bulldog. Where I yelled, don't touch me, please don't touch me.
Barley!
I'm Barley.
Oh, Barley. Well, that means everyone's going to want to touch you. Right?
Very British Chihuahua you play.
There was another insane game that people played where you would get like a high school table and then like the standard classroom one, you bring it outside and then everyone on one side would put their knuckles like in a fist facing up, and then someone else would get a 20-cent coin and you just had a shot at smashing into the other person's knuckles.
Oh.
Right.
And you just go back and forth, sort of like an air hockey table, but you would just end up with the most cut open knuckles.
Yeah.
Cut open with dirty coins.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
awesome.
gross.
Yeah. Really good for people.
Yeah.
Really good.
We played wall ball. It was with a tiny little round rubber ball, and if you kicked it into the wall, I think you were allowed to pick it up and peg it at someone.
That feels right. Yeah.
And if you picked up the ball, like if you touched it with your hand,
Wall ball.
yeah.
I've never heard of wall ball.
If you picked it up like mid, like if you touched it with your hand mid game, everyone was allowed to punch you in the arm.
Oh, yeah.
And so what people would do to get around the rule would just pick it up and then just peg it at the closest person so that they're running away from them.
Right.
And then run off. It's like tipsies where there's a like a safety.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the barley.
I think the wall was the safe.
Right.
Yeah. So if you picked it up with your hand, threw it at someone, and then go and touch the wall, no
Oh.
one could punch you in the arm after that.
Isn't it so funny that these games made complete sense
Yeah,
to us at the
absolutely.
time?
It sounds like
all of-
gibberish now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It sounds so bullshit now, but at the time we're like, yes, okay, all of that sounds right. And then I'm also thinking of international listeners listening to us going, what the fuck are they talking about?
I imagine these feel very English to me for some reason. I mean, British Bulldog, obviously.
Yeah.
But something about you kick a ball against a wall and then you get it and you piff it. That feels like
Yeah.
I'm picturing like little Charlie Chaplin's, like little, oh, Squire. That's like Dickensian sort of ball games. We didn't have a lot, but we still had fun with what we had.
A wall and a bowl.
we had a ball. You got wall ball.
I'm just thinking the specific language we're using. Yeah, so if you caught the ball, you're allowed to piff it at someone.
Right.
You got the ball, you can peg it at him. Okay.
But like British Bulldog isn't necessarily British.
That's
like,
a good point.
In Australia,
They just call it Bulldog.
we
don't
do
they?
that. Yeah, but we've got the Mexican wave. That's not from Mexico.
Is that true?
Nor do the Mexicans know that that's what we
Is
call
that
it.
true? And,
Yeah.
and apparently in Nutbush, America, they don't do that dance.
No, that's just us.
The Chinese whispers, that nobody else calls it Chinese whispers.
Really?
No one. Especially not the Chinese.
Yeah, they call it telephone in America.
In America.
Yeah.
I think they do in the UK as well, maybe.
I'm pretty sure Chinese whispers has been phased out here as well, but
But,
since it-
well,
I
yeah.
don't play games anymore, so I don't
Yeah.
know.
So
I don't know. What are the kids doing?
same
there?
with
What
the
are they up
Burns.
yeah, it's
Ah.
you don't know. In Australia, we say these
Right.
weird things, and then you go to that country and you're like, the Mexican wave.
And
And they're like,
"Is
no.
that- I did assume that was a Mexican tradition.
No. So
I
Sunday.
don't think so.
Why would they? What?
I think where it comes from, I think there was some kind of sport that had Mexican people playing.
Right.
Like we were playing Mexico at the time, maybe at an Olympics. And then the crowd did went around, and then we just associated, that's that time that we played Mexico.
Oh,
It's
That's the Mexican wave.
I think that's where that comes from.
that's wild.
That is wild.
I could be just adding to a new...
Yeah, I like
rule
it.
here, but yeah.
I'll Google it and we can talk about it later.
Great.
I just prefer that we've come up with our own.
Oh, well, I'm gonna check if the story's not as fun as that. I won't tell it.
You'll shut the laptop.
Yeah.
That's how we'll know. So where are we up to, Dave?
So
You're telling us all their recreational activities.
Yeah, so they're doing a lot of activity. They're singing, they're dancing, they're putting on shows. They've got newspapers, radios. They've got great sporting equipment. So a bunch of the people don't really want to escape because it's also extremely risky to escape because once you get out of the prison, it's not like you're home.
Yeah,
you're in
got
the middle
to
of Germany.
You've got to try and figure out how
it's
to
a
get
bit-
home.
But many felt it was their duty to try and escape for the war. So of the 1,200 men in this part of the prison, about 600 or half worked towards what is now known as the Great Escape. So a lot of people were in on this plan.
Great.
And the plan for this whole endeavour starts with one man, and his name is Roger Bushell, the mastermind of what would be known as one of the most audacious escape attempts in history.
Great tea.
And he's like, I'm imagining a big bushy mustache, but I love that you gone to tea. Yeah. He loved a cuppa.
He loved it.
Loved a cuppa.
Cup of tea.
An English breakfast.
Well, that English breakfast started as a South African breakfast in 1910.
Oh.
Apparently, it's known as the wave in North America and outside of North America known as Mexican wave.
Oh, I lied then.
But
I'm waiting for the fun part because otherwise you're going to close the laptop.
Well, but it's way older than I was thinking. No, it's not. It goes back to 1979. I thought they said 1879. But apparently, the Mexican national team in 1984 played in Monterrey, and the wave got really big there, and then it became, when they travelled around, they thought of that game, and that's why it gets called the Mexican wave.
So you were right.
So you were right. It was just in Monterrey, not in Australia.
Right. There we go.
Dane, I loved your version of the story better.
Because I read the headlines
Because it's
and then I
us.
make up my own yarn.
Dave loves Australia being in a story.
Yeah, which they are in this one.
Yeah.
So, Roger Bushell, the mastermind of this whole thing, was born in South Africa in 1910. He went to school in England at the age of 13, and according to the UK National Archives, initially destined to join his father in the mining industry, he applied to study engineering at university, but was not keen on following in his father's footsteps. This was in no small part because he was claustrophobic. Remarkable given the number of escapes he would go on making through tunnels as a prisoner of war.
Wow.
So it's an unlikely start.
So he didn't want to be a miner because of claustrophobia, but he ends up
tunneling for a living.
in a way. Yes.
In way smaller tunnels than they would ever mine with.
Yes.
This could collapse.
Yes, it's way less safe.
Way
Exactly.
less structurally sound.
What a way to get over your fears.
Yeah. He's like,
Yeah.
I guess I'm going to do this every day for years.
Feels like I understand escaping some of these prisons, but this one I reckon you'd probably. You're like, you could get sent, you get out, and then you get sent to one of the shit ones.
Yeah, you're in the good one. And, next weekend we get to put on the HMS Pinafore.
Yeah.
I've been casting the lead role.
Yeah, so please. Because I was wondering when those three people escaped, I'm like, geez, have they screwed over everyone they've left behind? But maybe everyone else is just like, we don't want to go.
Yeah.
Or is it too dangerous? You spread it around, too many people know.
The bloody
Chance of a weak link.
Yeah, usually it would be small groups that would actually go for the escape.
Right.
3s, 4s, that kind of stuff.
The bloody missus won't let me play softball at home.
This is awesome.
This
rules.
rules.
I'm semi-pro here.
I know the food's not great here, but it's better than at home.
The misso can't cook a sausage for shit. So he was going to be a miner, but then he was like, no, I'm claustrophobic. So instead he studied law at Cambridge, and whilst working as a lawyer in the 1930s, he developed an interest in flying, and in 1932 joined the Royal Air Force Auxiliary and Reserve Volunteers. he was assigned to the 601 Squadron, known as the Millionaires Squadron, as it had been established by a group of wealthy young aviators who got to fly and practice in the really cool planes on the weekend, because they would like sort of hire them out.
Fun.
And his dad's really rich. He is wealthy.
Do you want to be a soldier in the war and fly a plane and go and shoot? Yeah. How much do I get paid? No. It's a volunteer basis.
You got to volunteer. Come on, mate.
Well, yeah. We'll give you exposure. Will be great. This could be where your big break comes.
And then they're like, yeah, we'll put you in the Millionaires Squadron. I'll be a millionaire? Oh, no.
No, not like that.
Sort of.
So the Pegasus Archive, which documents this time in military history, writes of his career as a lawyer, of which he proved to be very successful. In 1931, Bushell defended a notorious London gangland boss on a charge of murder and succeeded in securing a not guilty verdict. Delighted with the conduct of his defence counsel, the man in question offered his hand to Bushell, only to be told in no uncertain terms that although he was happy to do his duty and defend a blatant murderer, he would not shake his hand.
Oh, he's the Kardashian of his time.
Yes.
Wait, a Kardashian wouldn't shake someone's hand?
He got OJ off.
Robert Kardashian.
Right.
Oh, Kim's dad. Sorry.
Gotcha. No, I'm with you now.
Yeah, you're thinking of the wrong generation.
When you said he got OJ off, I was also like, what? Oh, sorry.
Oh, he watched
Off
the
the
video as well.
At the outbreak of war in 1939, he joined the Air Force full-time, so went pro and proved himself to be a worthy leader. The Pegasus Archive again describes him. Roger Bushell stood at 5'10", and he was a heavily built individual. He possessed a charismatic personality and was warm and friendly by nature, but when the occasion called for it, his deep voice and piercing eyes could make him into an intimidating figure.
Who's that remind you of?
Are we?
Watch out.
Friendly and warm and cutesy, but when you need to, oh, bloody get those boys going.
Are we going to find out that Bushels wrote this? Because that's
Yeah.
It's pretty positive so far, isn't it?
Bushels are, how do I say, heavy set, but like striking,
But
handsome.
yeah, like an athlete.
Yeah. Women loved him.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
really
he's-
friendly bloke. Everyone liked him, but he could lead.
Yeah.
And his only weakness, probably caring too much.
Yeah. Bloody striking eyes, though.
It's funny you say leader because the next sentence of this description is Bushell was a natural leader and a bold organisational genius.
Okay,
wow,
again,
yeah.
Dave, who are we thinking of? Who loves a spreadsheet and is a born leader?
Brilliant.
With a knack of making tough decisions in an instant, and so it is small wonder that when he went on to mastermind the largest and most extravagant escape of prisoner of war ever attempted. So he was in the Air Force full-time and saw his first, and sadly last action of the war in 1940 when he was shot down whilst on patrol over the French coast and was captured by the Germans and sent to Dulag Luft. Initially feared dead, he wrote his family 2 weeks later, and the letter survives. I've seen it opens with, "My dear John, I don't know whether you have heard or not. Anyway, this will tell you that I am alive. And as you can see from the address, I am a prisoner of war. I was shot down, as you know, but managed to get 2 of them first."
Wow.
He really talks himself up.
Yeah, he
I'm
does.
loving this.
He does.
And you know what? He didn't.
Yeah, exactly. He never even saw the bastards. They just shot him down. He's like, what the hell? Oh, God, I'm going down.
I
I'm
don't
going
reckon
down.
they shot him down. I reckon he ran out of fuel. He didn't check.
He landed in the prison.
Yeah.
Ah, shit.
Oh, I thought it was a runway.
Oh, damn it.
I've got a bit distracted, so I've looked up who did the Australian voice in the movie. And it was James Coburn, who's like
Oh, yeah,
quite
very
a
famous.
actor. But how's this for a... I'm just looking through his filmography. He voiced Loot and Plunder in Captain Planet.
No.
Oh.
Wow.
Really? They had some incredible people on that show.
That's why. What an he's overqualified for the job, surely.
Yeah.
An Academy Award nominee.
Also, great villain name.
Great villain.
Great
villain
Plunder.
name.
Loot and Plunder.
Is Henry J. Waternoose III from Monsters, Inc. See another bad guy? Because he voiced him as well.
Yes. That's the boss.
Right. James Coburn
Right.
could do it all, apart from Australian accent.
But
Okay.
Couldn't do it.
Can you do an Australian accent? No.
You got the
Hired.
job.
Do you reckon they all walked around whistling the tune? The
That's where that comes from.
That's that's another earworm.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
That's very wiggly.
It is.
Can I just say that that's been in my head all week?
Yeah.
Who came up with this? Is this like one of those famous tune people from movies?
Who wrote? Yes, I actually did look up. Their name has escaped me now. The Great Escape.
Just you moving that microphone down and it just automatically going straight
Elmer
back up
Burns.
is really funny.
Yeah, it happens several times an episode, and it's a real joy for me too.
It's really hard to deal with.
I really love it.
Yeah, Elmer Bernstein, he also did the Ten Commandments, The Magnificent Seven, To Kill a Mockingbird, The Great Escape, of course.
Meatballs.
Wow.
Cape Fear.
Ghostbusters.
Also, I love
Three
this
Amigos.
one. I didn't know this, but The Man with a Golden Arm.
Oh, that's so the
Frank
Golden
Sinatra.
Gun was playing off that, was it?
Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe is that a joke name?
Wow.
Anyway, so he's responsible for the soundtrack.
The old True Grit, the 1969 one.
Oh, the original one.
It really puts
Wayne.
Iron Fist to shame, doesn't it?
The old Twilight from 1998.
So we've gone off track here.
Dave, do go on.
So Roger Bushell, in charge of the Great Escape, he was a POW from pretty early in the war. Like I said, shot down in 1940. At that stage,
Day one.
yeah, they don't know that there is years of this shit left. They don't know that. Someone actually said that about the prison. They were like, it probably sounds like a more fun prison than it was, because the worst thing was when you're in there, you don't know if ever you're going to get out.
Yeah.
Like if your team's going to win. Like, even if it was like, hey, you're going to get out in 4 years, you'd be like, count down to the 4-year mark. But you could be there for the rest of your life.
Yeah, and if the Nazis win, they don't really care anymore about treating you well to make sure the prisoner Nazis have been treated well. You just get...
So there was that.
I think the sausage is going to get a lot worse.
Yes, I think you might be one of the ingredients.
Do you reckon Adolf visited?
Did he drop by? I don't know.
I don't think he would have
doubt
been
it.
happy with what he saw.
I don't think he would have been.
What is all this happiness? What is going on here? I'm no...
Do you know what? If he's ever going to put his art up and it's going to be appreciated by anyone, it would be at this camp.
Yes!
What do we think of my new landscape? I think I captured the pine trees quite magnificently if you see my shadow work. The detail. What do we think of this?
And everyone just
What
going,
do we think?
nodding like, yeah.
Okay, you can keep the pommel horse. And you can keep the pommel horse if you like my paintings. Do you like my paintings?
No one's enjoying. What I'm loving the most is how much you're having fun.
It's fun to talk in this action. I don't know. It's flopping around a lot, but and then you remember it's Hitler. Hitler's who I'm being.
Yeah.
Not a good guy.
Oh, this is a controversial take.
Real prick. I hope I captured that. That's my process, my background. Is a bit of a prick, insecure.
Yeah.
I can't help but feel like you've done a Hitler impression a lot before.
And it's not so much, but here's a man I find to be despicable.
At any time I feel like you're going to say, my wife.
Yeah, it's close.
Oh no. How do you say?
My cousin.
Yash. That's good. Manish. Was it his? Who was Eva Braun to Hitler apart from wife? It was like some sort of relative, wasn't she?
I thought it was cousin, but it must be.
I don't
He
think
definitely
so.
had a lover earlier on that was family member.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I
always
don't think it
thought
was
she
Eva Braun.
was the niche.
We are an hour in, and Dave is doing background on the story.
That's right. We haven't started the Great Escape yet. So, but I've got to tell Roger Bushell, he's in charge of everything. He was a POW from early on because he was shot down. It became obvious early on that he wanted to do one thing and one thing only, and that is escape.
Cool.
Great.
Lieutenant Commander James Buckley of the Fleet Air Arm had established the Escape Committee. to a Lagerluft, which is so great that they've got an organisational structure for these things.
They vote on it.
Yeah, seriously. I think they did stuff. There was like secretaries
They've
and
registered their club with the prison.
They didn't even find the holes. They just found the secretary's notes.
All the notes, because they booked out the gym every Monday afternoon.
What are they doing in there?
Microphones were picking up the ground.
Yeah. Really just walk in there and they say, all right, guys, let's dig tonight. So following James Buckley, who's in charge of the escape committee's first meeting with Roger Bushell, he quickly recognised this man's potential and appointed him as his deputy. Again from the National Archive. His first escape, this is Roger Bushell, occurred in June 1941. He made it to within a few hundred metres of the Swiss border and freedom before being stopped by German guards.
Wow.
He was like literally crossing a checkpoint confidently because he speaks German. He stopped the games up. He later was so annoyed he realised that if he'd crossed 200 metres either side at another checkpoint, he would have just walked right through. No one was even there. So he was that close to getting out. Once recaptured, he was soon sent to Oflag 6B, only to escape from there with fellow officer, love this name, a Czech pilot named Jaroslav Zafuk.
Oh, yes.
We love Zafuk.
Big fan.
Man, they can escape like at will by the sound of it.
Yeah.
Because each time they're going to replan it.
New prison, new place. You got to work out how it works.
Recon
the scheme, yeah.
Well, at least the commute's pretty good to you. It's not like some bank robbers. They got to get up in the morning, schlep into the bloody on the train, scope out the place.
It's also funny that they escaped, so take them back to that inescapable prison.
Yeah.
Are you still believing this?
They couldn't do it twice.
Yeah. No, don't worry. We put a lock on that one now.
First, it was basically an accident, that tunnel.
Yeah.
I filled in that hole.
Yeah, don't worry.
It's all good.
Yeah, they got lucky this one time. You're right, though. I think I'd merged his earlier love interest, Jelly or Gelly Rubal. This is Hitler. That was his niece and an earlier love interest. She died, and that's when Eva Braun got on the scene. I've somehow, my headcanon merged the two together for efficiency.
Yeah, well. Yeah. So he's recaptured. Him and Jaroslav Zafuk, 4 months later in October of that same year, escaped from the new prison. They made their way to Prague, where they were hidden for nearly 8 months before their location was betrayed.
Oh, boo.
And Bushell was initially questioned by the Gestapo, the German secret police, and warned that if he attempted to escape again, he would be executed. From there, he was sent to the inescapable prison that we all know and love, Stalag Luft 3.
Stalag. Is this... the Hogan's Heroes? Was that Stalag 13
That's Stalag
or something?
13, yeah.
And what's this one called?
Stalag Luft 3. So Stalag, I looked it up, that means it translates basically as main camp.
Right. As opposed to Mein Kampf.
Exactly. I mean, why am I even explaining German to you?
And what does Mein Kampf mean? Does that mean my camp?
Mein Kampf is Hitler's book.
Yes.
Yeah.
But what does it mean? What does it mean, Hitler's book?
No, it means my struggle, I think.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Man, I couldn't hate this guy anymore. My struggle. What a fucking loser. Oh, my God.
I love what tipped you over the edge of hating Hitler is that he wrote his book title.
Oh, my struggle. Oh, my struggle. Oh, Hitler, I'm sorry. Adolf.
Dude, it's going to blow your mind, some of the things that he did in the war.
Oh, no, look, honestly, already had him pegged as a real piece of shit. But, some of the stuff's a bit made up, I think, is that, supposedly he was a scat fan and stuff like this. I don't know if that's all true. They said he was vegetarian, which was always, all these sort of things to make him seem like a loser. I don't know which ones are true, which aren't. But the fact that is true. He wrote a book called My Struggle.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what a fucking loser.
Do you know, when you said there's some things that Hitler did that they say that he did that it's made up, my heart skipped a beat.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, please don't say that, Matt.
Well, all these things are. They'll try and get you to believe all sorts of stuff. My God.
No, I meant the Allies. The propaganda and I don't know if it's had one ball, vegetarian, all these sort of things were meant to make him seem. Maybe they're true, I don't know. But
yeah.
But it's funny to think that that if that was a made-up thing, like, he doesn't even eat meat. This guy, come on, sign up to the war effort. This guy.
Might struggle with eating meat.
It does sound like
I don't like it.
It sounds like my dad trying to bag him out. Because that's what my dad, he wouldn't go, he's an idiot. He goes, he doesn't eat meat.
Yeah.
Can you believe how soft this guy is?
Soft as butter, mate.
Oh my God.
Hey, if you want something real hard, try margarine. I got some samples in the car.
As soft as the soy he eats. Ugh. So he's been threatened. You got one more shot. If you escape again, we'll execute you. But Roger Bushell was not ready to give up, despite being sent to the escape-proof prison.
Isn't that interesting? One thing you can say about the Nazis, reasonable. They give you chances.
Third chance.
Isn't that crazy?
That's right.
What a weird, in different parts of their operation.
Yeah.
In this place, they're letting you play games. They're letting you escape multiple times.
Yeah.
So-
I love that they're playing the 3-strike rule, but you can't play baseball.
Softball, you might get hurt. We don't have helmets. Jeez. God, if you get hurt under our watch, that'll look bad for us.
I'll lose sleep. I'll worry about you, boys.
There's something about these guys that they see as more worthy than others. Weird.
I think a big part of it was they were worried about their own men on the other side not being treated badly. Because of his reputation for escapes, Roger Bushell was immediately brought on board the camp's escape committee. They had their own committee. Brilliant. Headed by Lieutenant Commander James Buckley, who Bushell knew from his time in Dulag Luft, one of the other prisons. After being transferred to another prison, James Buckley handed over the position of head of the escape committee to Roger Bushell and also handed over his code name, Big X.
Brilliant.
I don't like it.
I couldn't tell if Jess would love or hate
Big X. That sucks.
Big X.
It's sort of like we talk about movie titles back in the day and we're like, you could have chosen anything and you went for that long randomly. Like, Big X, it could have been the Eagle.
And he also inherited it. Like, it's someone else's Big X. He could be something else. Big Y.
It's confusing.
It's also,
Little
it's
X.
not like the size of an X really without anything else. You need perspective.
Yeah.
Like, if you're Big X, you need to have a normal size letter next to it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just like an X.
Yeah.
Is it that big? How do we know?
No,
You know
I
what
don't
I mean?
like it. I don't
Yeah,
like
no
it.
scale here.
But
Yeah.
okay, Big X it is.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And if
Big X.
DMX has taught me anything, X gon' give it to you.
He chose that because he had a theme song in mind. I got my theme song. Play it again.
Is that the Chihuahua version?
X gon' give it to you.
So after sussing out the camp and its potential weaknesses, Big X announced his audacious plan. They weren't going to build one tunnel or even 2 tunnels. They would build 3 at once, codenamed, as Dane said, Tom, Dick, and Harry.
Brilliant.
The ingenious part of the plan being that if the Germans discovered one massive tunnel, they'd unlikely consider that 2 more were also being dug at the same time. So they'd think they'd dealt with the problem and sort of start snoozing a bit.
Yeah, they'd relax a little bit.
That's the end of that problem.
Yeah.
But really, they're digging 2 more.
And the here's because I was a kid when I watched this, and I didn't know the phrase "every Tom, Dick, and Harry."
Yep.
That phrase was already a thing, yeah. And then they named the tunnels because of the phrase, or did the phrase come because of the tunnels?
I think the phrase is already around.
Yeah, and so
That would be my instinct.
yeah,
Yeah, I think so.
And a big part of it was they never wanted to refer to them as the tunnel. Bushell actually banned everyone from even saying the word tunnel in case the guards overheard it. So if you was talking about Tom, Dick, or Harry, they're pretty common British names.
Yeah.
So it might sound like you're just talking about a dude that you know.
yeah.
Or one of the guys
But
here.
you know the phrase "every Tom, Dick, and Harry."
Yeah.
sort of sounds like everything. That sort of does fit in line with the tunnel. I don't know. It fits. Now that I'm saying it out loud, I assumed what you're saying is true, but now that I've said it out loud, I'm like, oh, maybe it's the other way around. I don't know.
That it came from the... I'm just doing a quick Google here. This is from the Google AI, which I trust with my life.
Yep.
Every Tom, Dick, and Harry means any person, blah, blah, blah. The phrase is an idiom that's been used in English for centuries.
Right.
With variations even dating back to Shakespeare.
Right.
Right.
Ah, that's cool.
I love that Shakespeare was writing characters called Macbeth and also Tom, Dick,
Tom,
and
Dick,
Harry.
and Harry. Yeah, there you go. So it was a phrase around. I guess there is a reason that's why they picked Tom, Dick, and Harry.
Yeah.
So it was pretty crazy to build 3 tunnels at once, but possibly even more audacious was Bushell, or Big X, his plan to get out so many people in one escape. Usually it would be small groups like we had heard of before, 3 or 4.
Yeah.
20 would be seen as heaps. That's a massive escape.
Huge.
Initially, he aimed high and thought of getting the whole camp out in one go.
11,000?
Oh, no, so on his side, that'd be great.
Well,
no, on his compound, there was 1,200 at the time. But yeah,
That's still a lot.
11,000.
We're going to escape everyone over 7 weeks. They won't even notice that the camp's slowly getting... And the Germans like...
I'm even getting the guards out.
Yeah.
they're like,
I'm getting everyone.
didn't people used to work here? The commandant's like, what the hell?
Things are running so smoothly. I haven't had any issues here for Hang on.
Hang on a second.
A real excess of food. It's almost like there's less people here
No one's
now.
brought me in my latte this morning. Hang on a second.
That guy came in for thirds.
So you thought, let's get everyone. He then scaled it back slightly, but still the audacious aim was to get out 200 men in one go.
Wow.
So, like, it's still huge.
That's a big jump from the 3 or 4 you were
3 or
saying.
4
is
was,
the
like,
standard.
pretty common. 20, which someone had attempted before, was seen as, like, holy shit. And he's done that times 10.
That's
Yes.
like a do-go on live show.
All trying to sneak out.
Hey, don't worry, we're watching you. Which is easy because Dave and I are watching one audience member and Jess is having a break. She's having a rest. We do it in shifts.
So it's trying to get 200 out, all of whom would be wearing civilian clothes and possessing a complete range of forged papers and escape equipment to get them from well behind enemy lines back to Allied territory.
And the other problem, like normally you lose a few and it might be a little while before they're noticed, but you are going to notice quickly when so many have gone.
Oh, when you wake up and there's 200 people missing.
So the search will happen a lot quicker.
Starts immediately, yeah. You can't just fake roll call with 2 guys not being there.
Yeah, you're almost sure that some of them aren't going to make it, you'd think. But maybe the more that are out there, the better chance some of them will.
Yeah, that's right. I think he's doing a numbers game. Let's try and get as many home as possible.
Hello, Qantas. Can I have 200 flights to England?
I'd like to pay in points. As discussed on the Escape from Colditz Castle episode that I did many years ago about POWs, any escapers who made it home or safely to Allied territory was considered as scoring a home run. That's what they marked it as. Probably a softball home run.
Yeah.
But say
3 strikes, home runs. Yeah, they really want baseball to be added to the curriculum, don't they?
So Big X was hoping for 200 plus home runs in one night, which would be wild.
Yeah.
A real victory for the Allies. It took an unbelievable amount of planning and cooperation from the camp. Like I said earlier, it's estimated that half the camp, or about 600 people, were part of the plan or contributed in some way, and they've all got to shut the hell up about it. Many were bored and didn't think it would actually go anywhere, but others committed everything to getting out. And it became like their obsession. Again, from the Pegasus archives, from the outset, security had been a priority, and as such, no prisoner ever asked questions or drew attention to any happenings in the camp which might be regarded as odd. As Roger Bushell himself put it to a group of new arrivals, if you see me walking around with a tree trunk sticking out of my ass, don't ask any questions, because it'll be for a damned good reason.
That's fun. They're building the biggest pummel horse ever.
I like to think that that's unrelated. I think that was a sex thing.
Yeah, this is all a cover for the fact he likes to fuck trees.
Guys, shut up, it'll all make sense. Now, hand me that branch.
Hand me my girlfriend branch.
Years later, people are like, hang on, the tree never really came into it in there.
Yeah, years later.
Hang on a second. There you go. Anyway, where'd he end up? Well, I heard he moved to the bush.
Yeah, that's right. Had a tree change.
Like, I think that they just came into the barracks one day and he was just, with a branch, just whacking it into his butt. And then he's like, don't question me.
No.
And also don't tell anyone.
It's got to do with the escape.
At that point, he hadn't even thought of escape. He's like, now I've got to get a plan together. 3 tunnels, that sounds crazy. That'll explain this. That'll throw the heat off me for a minute.
His big X was an oak. Hey, bit of fun.
This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform designed to help you stand out and succeed online. Maybe you're just starting out, or perhaps you're scaling up your business. Squarespace gives you everything you need to claim your domain, showcase your offerings with a professional website, grow your brand, and get paid. Yes, all in one place.
Whoa. Hey, Dave.
Yes.
Squarespace gives you everything you need to offer services and get paid all in one place.
That's what I said.
I'm like, is there an echo in here? From consultations to events and experiences, showcase your offerings with a customizable website designed to attract clients and grow your business. Get paid. Yes, we're saying it again.
Paid.
On time with professional, on-brand invoices and online payments.
Hey, Matt.
Yo.
With Squarespace's collection of cutting-edge design tools, anyone can build a bespoke online presence that perfectly fits their brand or business.
You know what my brand is?
Yes.
Getting paid.
All in one place.
Getting paid.
Start with Blueprint AI, Squarespace's AI-enhanced website builder, to get a fully custom website in just a few steps. Squarespace also offers a complete library of professionally designed and award-winning website templates with options for every use and category. So it's nice and easy and intuitive. No experience required.
I love that. And if you love that too, you can head to squarespace.com/dogoon for a free trial and to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. That's squarespace.com/dogoon. So let's meet this crack team. Now, there's literally dozens of guys I could tell you about, all with full lives and backstories. There were men from the UK, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, Norway, South Africa, Czechoslovakia, Poland, Lithuania, France, Greece, and Argentina all involved. So there are many stories, but a few we can focus on are, for example, Henry Burland, 26-year-old Canadian Spitfire pilot. Burland was an experienced former miner. He became one of the leading...
We're all former miners, Dave.
Now adult.
I'm really patting him over here.
He was a boy, a little boy for
Once a
quite
boy.
a while.
Not anymore, though.
But then a transitional phase of teenagerhood, and then...
And now he's 26. Now, he used to work in mining. He became one of the leading and most energetic of the 600 officers involved in the tunneling. He was regarded as, quote, the toughest tunneler of them all.
Wow.
Whoa.
In the escape plan, he was from a group of escapers who were going to be known as the hard asses.
Great.
For their plan was to...
They're the ones with the trees up there.
You need a really hard ass. Their plan was to avoid public transport and travel on foot a considerable distance across the country. So they were just going to bush it.
Yep.
Big time.
They were going to bush it.
Yeah.
Big time.
Oh, yeah.
That's a hard ass. We can also talk about James Cadillac, an Australian 22-year-old bomber pilot. Born in Melbourne, he reportedly became the youngest squadron leader bomber pilot in the Royal Australian Air Force at the age of just 20. In 1942, he and his crew were shot down over northern Russia. He avoided ditching in the Arctic waters, saving the lives of his crew, but then they were taken prisoner by the Germans. Cadillac was fluent in German and took trouble to learn conversational Norwegian from Scandinavian prisoners in the camp, and he teamed up with Norwegians Heldor Espelid, Nils Jorgen Fugsalang, and New Zealander Arnold George Christensen.
Oh, you should have started with him.
Yeah.
Who was of
That was a letdown.
It was of Scandinavian descent.
Right.
Great.
Their aim was to, if they escaped, was to get to Denmark. So they're one little team. So there's all these little teams within the 200.
Do you think about this when you're doing your daily word learning thing, whatever that is? What's it called again?
Duolingo?
Duolingo. Are you thinking, one day, if I'm ever trapped behind French enemy lines,
Yeah.
he's learning French via an app?
Oh, dude, I've never thought of you as more of a man than when you just told it your little word learning thing.
I don't think I said it like that, did I?
Yeah.
Or whatever you call it.
Is that what I said?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I just was. I couldn't come
Yeah,
up
you're
with
probably
a
a
name.
vegetarian too, you bloody softy.
Look at ya.
I looked it up. He apparently was a bit of a vegetarian, but the ball, having one ball, was probably a myth, but they're not sure. But the English did sing a song about how Hitler only had one ball.
Yeah, it was more of a rhyme.
Right.
Yeah.
More of a rap. It was
Yeah.
actually...
One of the first
Yeah,
raps.
English people actually invented rap.
Yeah.
With the Hitler only had one ball.
His knees weak, arms were heavy. One ball.
Sweaty.
Oh, my God.
I can't help but feel like maybe, and this is rewriting history, but I think probably the Polish guys just dug the hole, and then the English and the Australians just took the credit.
I just jumped in.
I reckon that's
I
what
went for
happened. Yeah. And they were like, "We planned this." We did the work.
That feels probably
Feels
accurate.
right.
Yeah.
And then the Americans were like, well, in the movie, we did it.
And we've got Steve McQueen playing us.
Which brings me to Major Johnny Dodge, also known as the Artful Dodger.
Brilliant.
Whoa.
Which is so good.
How do you come up with that?
What's that thing? Nickname generator.
Yeah. That actually works pretty well.
Partly due to his large size, he did not help build the tunnels. Too much of a unit. But instead, he helped create diversions such as choir singing to help disguise the noise of the digging.
How's he going to get out the tunnel then? Or he's just not in there digging?
He's not in there digging. He is apparently small enough to get through the tiny tunnel. How convenient. Just too big to dig
That's
it.
exactly what Dane said was going to happen. No, I'm helping though. We're singing.
No.
It's team effort. Team effort.
Yeah.
Surely being big would help digging.
I had to carry 200 kilos of dirt today. Yeah, well, you didn't have to sing for an hour.
Yeah. I had to carry Ben and John, who were flat as a tack.
Oh my God. Do you know how it is to sing Good King Wenceslas for an hour straight?
My God.
Jesus.
Those boys cannot harmonise. Jeez Louise.
Yeah, we've all had a rough one, no doubt about that.
See, Ben, see.
How do you not know the lyrics to Sex on Fire?
It was huge. It was number one in the Hottest 100 countdown one year. So the movie The Great Escape shows a lot of Americans being involved in the escape, but in reality they were involved in the initial digging, but after this they were sent to their own part of the camp. So
that's rough.
So Johnny Dodge was the only American-born person involved in the actual escape on the night, but he had become a British citizen in 1915. He was also a distant relative of Winston Churchill. His mother married one of Churchill's cousins.
Right.
Oh, we all claim someone famous, bro. Like, that's
his mother married one of Churchill's cousins.
Yeah. The more exposure you get, the more cousins you find. I don't know if that works for white fellas as well, but 100%. Every time I'm on TV, I've got a new cousin somehow.
Cousin Dane, it's me. You're like, who the hell are you?
Hey.
You're going to a party tonight, and it said very specifically no +1s for you.
Yeah.
And I think this is making sense now.
Don't bring your cousins.
Someone's going to rock up and be like, yeah, I'm Dane's cousin. They're like, yeah, join the queue out here. There's 50 of them.
There's 2 lines. One's with invites and the other one's Dane's cousins.
Yeah, accurate. That's if you want to sell beers, invite my cousins.
Okay.
Yeah.
Isn't it an open bar tonight?
If the bar's open, then don't invite them.
Don't bring the cousins.
You know what? You're right, actually. It's accurate. Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to have fun.
Cousin Matthew.
Tonight, we're all Dane's cousins.
A few more of these guys. Sergeant Per Bergsland, a 26-year-old Norwegian fighter pilot who, before the war, competed in orienteering, placing second at the individual Norwegian championships.
What a nerd.
What a nerd, but navigating on foot through the forest, pretty good skill to possess when you're an escape guy.
All of a sudden, he's cool.
Yeah, no, finally, he's like, I love the POW.
Orienteering's like treasure hunt, sort of, right?
Sort of, yeah.
With a
Navigating,
compass and a map, yeah.
That sounds cool, Dane.
Do you think we have any skills that would be useful?
Wasn't there a podcast in there?
Yeah, there's propaganda.
They set up a theatre stage.
Yeah, love that.
Yeah.
I think we'd thrive in the prison. I'm talking once we're out of the prison.
Oh, yeah, no.
No wonder there was people that wanted to stay.
Yeah, I'm staying in there doing the shows. That sounds fun.
Yeah. I'm like, you guys go, because that guy keeps getting all the lead roles.
Yeah, you're trying to push
it's
him
my
down the
time
hole.
to shine. No, you should escape. You should escape.
Get out. Yeah.
You're pretty fit, Bob. I can see.
No, I'm not.
You got leg strength.
Yeah.
And what will that do?
Well, I think if, there was like a log over a path, you could kick it out of the way. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There. Stuff like that.
And they'd carry you for the rest of the way.
Yeah, someone would have
just
to carry
in case
me.
a log's ever over the road.
We got to put her on your back. She's deceptively heavy too, so it's really annoying.
Then there's Romualdus Marcinus, a 36-year-old flight lieutenant from Lithuania, who was player and coach for the Lithuanian national football team.
Wow.
One of their best players.
Player and coach.
Sounds like Ronald McDonald trying to have a secret identity. Are you Ronald McDonald? No.
He sounded like
Romualdus Marcinkus.
Yeah. Kind of sounds like Ronald McDonald in Gladiator times.
Yes.
He was
Enjoy my biggest Maximus.
Fuck. fuck?
Maximus.
Maximus is right there. It was right. Maximus.
Because then it made sense.
Yeah.
You just said, enjoy my biggest Maximus, and be like, okay. It had to be biggest Maximus.
Okay.
Because it's a Big Mac. Is that what you were going for?
Yeah.
Then that's the only way the joke worked.
But Maximus.
Maximus.
Doesn't that work? Bigimus
right,
Maximus? I think that's better, isn't it?
Oh,
No, I think it needed to be Maximus.
Maximus. Okay.
Maximus is
AJ, we'll edit out anything
That's
that didn't. I don't want anyone to ever think I doubt myself, so edit out all of that.
So as well as being a professional football player, Romulus Marcinus, his fluent command of several languages, most importantly German, was seen as valuable. His extensive knowledge of Germany's military and transport positions led to his nickname, Know-It-All.
Okay.
Oh, that's not a nice... Yeah,
That's a longish one as well.
Yeah, it's not a good nickname. Just call him by his name.
Yeah, he analysed German news reports, but his most important contribution was his compilation of the German railway schedules, an essential part of the escape plan.
I reckon this is what would have happened today. Know-It-All, Noah, Archie, Archimedes,
Bath Boy,
Scrubber, Rubber Ducky, Rubber Dub Dub, the W, George W. Bush, Bush Boy, Hairball, Furball, Kitten, Kitten Caboodle, the Boo, Boo Bear, Fred Astaire, Twinkle Toes.
That's it, Twinkle Toes. That's killer.
Stop me when you're ready.
But then they go, hey, where'd you get the nickname from? Well, actually, yeah.
It's pretty easy.
Yeah, pretty straightforward, actually.
I 100% know that they went. It's his name's Rickard. Fucking know-it-all.
Yes.
So according to the plan, Know-It-All, aka Twinkle Toes, Marcinkus needed to be amongst the first 10 escapees. He was selected to lead a group of 4 prisoners posing as Lithuanian workers travelling back to Lithuania. The group's prospects hinged on the hope that the Germans encountered on the way would not speak or understand Lithuanian, as Marcinkus was the only member fluent in the language. So he'd do all the talking, and the other 3 would just be like, yeah, we're definitely Lithuanian, and hoping that if they speak to someone who knows Lithuanian, they're like, shit.
And that is the classic thing, right?
Yeah.
One of us, maybe me, did a topic years ago, the Churchill's Ministry of Ungenderly Warfare.
Yes.
You almost got some of those words right.
Yeah.
I did the report on that one, and that's
you
why I
can
know
tell.
it so well, yeah. But I watched the movie recently, and there is that classic scene where they're pretending to be... One of them speaks the language, and they called their bluff and said, no, I want to hear him answer. And it's like, they pretty much had to be like, all right, you got us. Yeah.
Wow.
But that's the nightmare, right? When you're like, please don't ask me anything specific.
Why not just say they're mute?
There's a moment in the Great Escape movie, which people debate whether this actually happened, where Richard Attenborough has escaped. And they're speaking German as their papers are being inspected as they get on the bus. And one of the guards says, in English, good luck. And he returns to him and says, thank you. And then goes, fuck, like I've just spoken English. And then it's on. And some people are like, did that actually happen? We don't know.
What about in the A-Team, when... Have you guys seen the new A-Team with Liam Neeson? Not new, but not the TV show.
Yeah.
There's a scene like that where they're at an airport and one of their guys, and he's like a bit nuts, this character, but he's a great pilot, and they're trying.
That's such a classic.
Yeah, he's like the best
trope.
flyer, but he's insane.
Yeah.
And they're at an airport, and he's in some sort of disguise, and his passport says he's from somewhere in Africa, I think. And the guy starts talking to him in a different language that he should absolutely know if he's from this country.
Dear.
And there's this moment where they're all like, fuck. And then he starts speaking the language, and you're like, this guy's cool
Those
and
fake
crazy.
apps are great fun.
Great fun.
It's similar to the Inglourious Bastards when he does the 3.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. That isn't it?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to talk about Brad Pitt's Italian, Arrivederci.
Arrivederci.
Purposefully bad, but it's very funny. So remember, Marcinkus, he's Lithuanian. He's going to travel with 3 people that are going to pretend to be Lithuanian. One of those who didn't speak Lithuanian was Tim Wallen, 28-year-old British bomber pilot. A well-known character in the prison camp system for his skillful drawing, he used his artistic ability as head of forgery. He was also known for his enormous handlebar mustache, which had to be shaved off to escape due to its unmistakable RAF style. So he looked like he was in the
He looked British.
UK Air Force because his mustache.
He looked like he was about to say, "Hello, Governor."
"Hello, Governor."
Yeah. Top of the morning.
But forgery's going to play well into this because I'm thinking back in the day. Surely you could forge a plane ticket or a boat ticket.
Yeah, it's all handwritten, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're forging. They're all leaving with documents. And
All
stuff,
of them
aren't
have
they?
to have documents, which I'll go into, and it's like thousands of them.
Crazy.
I'm keep referencing old episodes, but I did a report about Huey Lewis last year.
Great.
And he backpacked around and he got his first flight out of America by just forging a plane ticket. This is like in the 70s or the 60s.
Is that Huey Lewis or is that the news? This is why I'm on top, baby.
No, it was Huey Lewis.
Oh, okay.
That's a serious question.
Two more of these guys because they're all going to come up. Jens Mueller, Norwegian pilot, also only 26 years old. Mueller later constructed an air pump for ventilation of the tunnel. And finally, Bram van der Stok,
My God.
29-year-old fighter pilot, and not just any fighter pilot, the most decorated aviator in Dutch history.
Whoa. Tinsel, everything.
It's crazy.
It looks fantastic.
Yeah. It was honestly.
Hopeless pilot.
Oh my god! It was a sensory overload, but it was beautiful.
He couldn't see shit.
Yeah.
He was in the Dutch Air Force, and after the Netherlands were defeated and occupied by the Nazis, he fled to Scotland as a stowaway on a ship. Following a refresher course with the Royal Air Force's No. 57 Operational Training Unit, he was posted to its squadron in 1941, flying the Flying
the submarine.
Bloody hell.
That's crazy.
That takes a lot of talent.
he gets to Scotland and he's like, in the Netherlands, we do this a little differently. No, the Supermarine Spitfire. God, that's so good. With which he went on to achieve 6 confirmed kills amongst Luftwaffe aircraft. That's the baddies.
Does that make him an ace?
Yeah, qualifying him as a flying ace.
Yeah, it's almost like if you just let Dave finish a fucking sentence.
Sorry, just
Ace confirmed.
is that 5?
5 plus 1.
5 plus 1.
Wow.
That gets you ace. So he's an ace plus 1.
Yeah.
Phew.
What a guy.
Is that right? Is it 5 for an ace?
5. If you shoot down 5 enemy aircraft, you become a flying ace.
Wow.
And then what is it? If you get to 10, or I can't remember, or 20, and you're the ace of aces.
Right. That's so funny.
Which is very rare.
Like serial killers that do that they're like, what?
Yeah,
we don't get a cool.
Where's their accolade?
Yeah.
I reckon in the serial killer community, they're like, he's an ace.
Actually, it's so true. Yeah.
He's the most decorated serial killer.
Other sickos are like, that's amazing.
Yeah. Well done.
That's do we breeze over like they ventilated the shaft?
Oh, yeah.
How?
Oh, I'm gonna talk about that.
Right.
Well, they probably called in a HVAC team and hopefully they're cooling and heating it as well. But airflow is important.
Yeah,
you probably want about 20 changes of air per hour.
It's ventilated the shaft sounds like Isaac Hayes had a stroke.
Also, finally on Bram van der Stok, he's not only a flying ace, also before the war, he'd studied medicine. So, Dr. Dreambird, am I right? After being captured, he worked in the POW's camp medical facility, and the Great Escape would be his 3rd escape attempt. So there are a few of the people that are hoping to escape. Let's talk tunnels, aka Tom, Dick, and Harry. Tom began in a darkened corner next to a stove chimney in Hut 123 and extended west into the forest. It was found by the Germans and dynamited.
Oh no!
That
makes it bigger. That's perfect.
Yeah, like holy shit.
Thank you so much.
So much room to move now.
It's so much quicker with dynamite. So I was using a bowl.
Why didn't we think of that?
They go, can we get a little bit over here as well?
Yeah, towards the fence. Thank
Yeah.
you. No, so they destroyed it, which again wasn't the worst thing in the world, as they hoped that the Germans would assume that they'd found the only tunnel, so not knowing that 2 others were still going.
Yeah, they'd be feeling pretty smug that they'd thwarted a plan. And
And all the English guys are like sort of going, oh no! It's
Hang
been
on.
ages on that.
Yeah.
That was my only hope.
This is there's 2 Harry Potter characters in this, Tom and Harry. There's also a Dick, but that I'm leaving that out.
The author.
Because
is that what you're saying?
Voldemort is Tom.
yes.
Oh.
Yeah, Tom
He's
Riddle.
well known.
Where
Yeah.
does she get her ideas?
from war.
Has she had an original fucking thought in her head?
From the Nazis.
Dick's...
She uses the name Tom, and you're like, oh, you unoriginal bitch.
What?
Has she had a single original fucking thought?
This is fiction, mate. It could be anything, and you've gone for Tom.
You got for Tom.
He's your big bad guy.
His middle name's Marvolo. You've led with Tom.
Come on. You are.
Fucking believable.
I'm sorry. She's a prick.
Yeah.
She's a talentless hack.
Never had an original thought. Had some pretty crook ones. But,
Even those are
Unoriginal.
very old. Bad thoughts.
so then we get to Tom. I'm afraid the dream's over. It would be annoying if you were assigned to Tom. You'd be like, oh, fuck, why our one? That's annoying.
Yeah.
Actually, it'd be pretty cool because you're off the hook now.
Yeah. Hey, I tried
I
digging.
knocked off.
Yeah, that's
Thanks,
right.
guys.
See ya.
You guys keep going.
Yeah.
I'm joining the choir.
Yeah.
I'm going to put on a play.
Dick's entrance was hidden in a drained sump in the washroom of Hut 122.
That was really a funny sentence.
Yeah. Just so you know, Dave, that we saw that was fun.
Yeah.
Where did you hide your Dick entrance? It had the most secure trapdoor. It was to go in the same direction as Tom, and the prisoners decided that the hut would not be a suspected tunnel site as it was further from the wire than the others. Like, why would you start in the furthest part away from the wall?
Yeah.
Or the fence? Like, that'd be crazy. So they chose that on purpose. The men working on this tunnel, however, watched in dismay as the area where Dick was to exit began being cleared by the Germans as the prison was being expanded. So the place where it was to pop up was soon to be enclosed.
Oh, man.
So where they'd pop up would just be a different part of the prison.
Oh, dear.
So Dick was abandoned.
Yeah.
Which
It was just an inappropriate place for a dick to pop up.
Yeah.
You know, like the cinema.
Supermarket. There's lots of inappropriate places.
Podcast shooting.
Yeah. Okay, I won't say it again.
So 2 are out, which left good old Harry. Harry began in Hut 104. Like I said earlier, the huts were about 2 feet off the ground on stilts, kind of like a Queenslander-style house. Meaning it was very hard to get a tunnel going from within the huts, but every hut had a stove that was used to boil water and heat the room. This sat on a large bit of concrete that went all the way down to the earth below, and over several months, this concrete was chipped away until they had access to the ground below, but you couldn't see from the outside.
So these,
Right.
their rooms had kitchenettes? Jeez.
Yeah. So the stove was always super hot, so the German guards wouldn't go near it when they were searching or
Clever.
inspecting. And of course, they never suspected that every night, using bits of wood, the prisoners were lifting it off, like this red hot stove.
Yeah.
And then jumping in the hole and then tunneling directly down. And they had a lot of digging to do. The plan for the tunnel was to go under the Vorlager, which contained the German administration area, the sick hut and the isolation cells, to emerge at the woods on the northern edge of the camp and pop up under the cover of the forest. To go all the way to the forest. You pop up. They can't even see us. We're in the forest.
Big X in his
Big
bloody
X, like,
trees.
get me in there.
Just want to be as close to the forest
If
as possible.
everyone could let me go first for an hour or two, and then you send everyone else out.
I'll make sure it's safe out there.
I've got the pick of the litter.
Why are you going in backwards?
He's going to the tunnel ass first. That doesn't seem like the comfiest way to get through. Okay.
They had to dig really deep to get through the sandy top layer of soil and avoid the microphones that Germans used to detect tunnels. Harry was 9 meters or 30 feet deep.
Wow.
Wow.
Like, so deep.
Deep.
And they're
that's
just digging by
crazy.
hand in secret, this massive shaft down. At the base, they dug out a large room used as a workshop, and eventually it housed an air pump, pushing fresh air along the ducting invented by squadron leader Bob Nelson of the 37 Squadron. The pumps were built of odd items, including pieces from the beds, hockey sticks, and knapsacks, as well as a few tins that they had. So it's ingenious. They're just making stuff out of nothing.
So, yeah. Okay.
And I think it was a hand air pump. Like, one person would sit there and sort of pump this ventilating system, and it would just pump air all the way along the tunnel as it got bigger and bigger and bigger.
crazy.
So crazy.
Yeah.
And there's like a full bedroom size room at the bottom at the entrance. So basically before they started digging horizontally that they dug out.
Right.
So they've got like a whole underground cave.
Wow.
How long's this taking to do?
Yeah.
Months and months and months. Yeah.
The patience. And then when bits are being discovered, you're just like, the amount of hours we put
that
into
was
that.
so long.
But cleverly, he had 2 decoys, sort of.
Mm.
So now 9 meters down, they began digging horizontally for 102 meters or 333 feet. That's how long this thing is.
Wow.
So long. The tunnel was very small, however, only 0.6 meters square. So it was like 60 centimeters wide, 60 centimeters tall, or about 2 feet square. And the sandy walls were shored up with pieces of wood scavenged from all over the camp, much from the prisoners' beds. Of the 20 or so boards originally supporting each mattress, only about 8 were left on each bed.
Yeah, right.
Which would be a terrible night's sleep on your back.
Yeah. Well, they
After
would
digging all day.
Yeah.
Hope they got to keep their slats, the diggers.
They would weigh nothing but this stage too.
Yeah, that's true.
That'd be fine.
Yeah.
This also meant
What
that
about when the housekeeping came through to change over the beds in the morning?
Yeah.
When they
Housekeeping!
noticed?
They noticed.
Little mint on the pillow. It's nice.
So they had a lot of dirt to dispose of. History.com writes the captives excavated at least 100 tons of sand. Usual method of disposing of sand was similar to what I said before, scattering it discreetly on the surface. Small pouches made of towels or long underpants were attached inside the prisoners' trousers as they walked around, and the sand could be scattered. Sometimes they would dump sand into the small gardens they were allowed to tend. As one prisoner turned to the soil, another would release sand while they both appeared to be in conversation. The prisoners wore greatcoats to conceal the bulges of the sand and then referred to as penguins because of their supposed resemblance.
Is that a penguin in your pants? Or you just-
I love the source is history.com. They got in early.
Yeah.
Didn't they? They did well.
They got there.
Also, everything is history. They could just be reporting the news, realistically.
Yeah.
History from 5 minutes ago. This just in.
Very recent history.com. That's what the news site should be called.
In sunny months, sand could be carried outside and scattered in blankets used for sunbathing. They just sound like they're having a good time. More than 200 were used to make an estimated 25,000 trips. So just carrying little bits of sand here, little bits of sand there.
Wow.
They also started to use the abandoned Dick Tunnel to store dirt and supplies in.
Oh,
Yeah,
clever.
right, yeah.
Is that the one that's been dynamited?
No.
No.
They
that one-
dynamited
That was Tom.
Oh, yeah.
Dick's the one they abandoned because they went, well, we're going to pop up in the other side of the prison.
Right,
Shit.
great.
So they converted more than 1,400 powdered milk tin cans provided by the Red Cross into digging tools, and lamps in which wicks fashioned from pajama cords were burned in mutton fat skimmed off the greasy soup that was served.
Fuck, they're so clever.
Eventually, they hooked into the camp's supply of electricity to hook up a string of light bulbs the whole way along the tunnel.
So yeah, none of our skills are useful
I can't
for
do
this
any
at
of
all.
this shit.
Again, I wouldn't be like, oh, we could make a candle out of this. I'd be like, all right, I'll play a character in this little play, and then I'll tend the tomatoes and just wait to be released one day, hopefully.
Hoping.
Or die here. Could be worse.
Mutton is lamb, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Because it's not very fatty.
Oh.
Mutton is sheep. It's ex-lamb.
It's old sheep.
Oh, yeah.
When you have lamb chops, do you reckon that comes from a kid lamb?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
That's true, isn't it?
No, I think it's a sheep.
I don't think that's right. I think lamb is from baby sheep. And mutton is adult sheep.
Well, Matt
Learn
would,
something here every day.
Matt would know. He is a fuck on! Fuck on!
Yeah, they're not very fatty, surely. So for them to create,
Yeah, they're getting like a little bit here, a little bit there, and then they make these little candles out of it.
yeah,
It's crazy.
because they're gonna make candles for 100 meters.
Yeah.
So that's insane.
Yeah.
What are we talking? A candle every 10? You reckon?
Well, at first, and then eventually they hooked into the electricity and it was a lot easier. But they also constructed an underground trolley system pulled by ropes to transport the sand with switchover junctions, named after 2 London landmarks. There was first Piccadilly Circus and then Leicester Square.
Wow.
The English really took over here, didn't they? Yeah.
Apparently, Dane, it's lamb is only called lamb if the sheep is under a year old when it's killed. So it is like a baby sheep.
So lamb chops.
Yeah.
Every single lamb chop comes from
Lamb.
a baby sheep.
Baby sheep.
That's why at the
You're
restaurant I
mind-blowing,
always
mate.
say, how old was this lamb?
Yeah.
How old? Do you have the birth certificate?
mate.
Mutton chops.
That's mutton. I don't want mutton chops, mate.
I pay for lamb.
I want it young. Oh, all right, sir. Jesus Christ. You've made this weird, honestly, sir.
The German guards were referred to by the POWs as goons, and apparently, unaware of the Allied connotation, willingly accepted the nickname after being told it stood for German officer or non-com. Which is so great. German guards were followed everywhere they went by prisoners who used an elaborate system of signals to warn others of their location. Oh, sorry, it's something in my throat.
Excuse me.
What bird was that, Jess? Beautiful call.
Yeah, it was a magpie.
It was a,
Whoa.
It was a cuckoo yet to learn.
Yeah, it's a cuckoo with an accent. We're in Germany, so. Yeah.
They also use subtle signs such as turning a page of a book or fiddling with a shoelace to raise notice of an approaching guard.
So you can't actually read the book.
Oh, no. If
And
you're enjoying
also-
the book, everyone's like freaking out because there's like 50 guards
Oh my
on the
God.
Don't fumble if you're tying your shoelaces
Yeah.
either. Otherwise, all of a sudden, people are standing to attention
You
somewhere.
got to like tie your shoelace and yell out, "This is real!"
I've got arthritis. I'm
taken a
sorry,
while.
it takes me longer than normal people to tie a shoelace. I'm sorry. All of a sudden, everyone's digging a hole. No, don't do that. There's a guard right here.
Other guards were bribed to smuggle in items or look the other way, often with chocolate, as the prisoners were sent chocolate by the Red Cross. But by this late stage of the war, the Germans were no longer getting any chocolate. They also supplied railway timetables, maps, and many official papers so that they could be forged. Some of them for bribery and some because they were like anti-Nazi themselves.
Yes.
Not happy to be there.
Okay. This is going to blow your mind. They could read their mail before it comes in, and then just get the chocolate at the source.
It's so true. Yeah.
But they're giving them the package.
They're being like, "Oh, no chockies this week, boys. Sorry, they
We
forgot
might
to
be
attach it."
Nazis, but we're not cheats.
They are in charge of the mail.
blowing
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah,
That
you're
is-
right.
So funny.
Like, yeah, so many atrocities being committed, but no,
No.
we're honest.
We don't open other people's mail.
Okay, go draw a line
That's
somewhere.
a step too
That's
far.
between you and the Red Cross.
It's mail fraud.
Yeah, don't do that.
So despite all this being said, the guards were still dangerous, and the POWs were told many times by the senior people particularly they would be shot if they attempted to escape.
Yeah.
So there is a lot at stake. Prisoners obtained cameras and travel documents that a team of artists used to forge identity cards, passports, and travel passes.
Wow.
They replicated travel stamps by carving patterns in boot heels and using shoe polishers ink.
Fuck
So
off.
amazing.
That's so clever.
This is unbelievable, but between 7,000 and 8,000 forged documents were printed for this escape attempt.
That's
Isn't
incredible.
that great? Because they're getting like train passes, identity cards, passports, all this stuff to back
Yeah.
up who they are.
And it just takes one of these Nazi guards that they're trusting to
Yeah.
be, dodgy
Yeah.
and sell them out. And
Apparently, they'd also often get a guard to, "Hey, can you help us out with this for a bit of chocolate?" And then once they did that, they'd say, "All right, mate, you have to keep helping me or I'll tell your boss what you did for
Right.
us." And they'd sort of start blackmailing them.
right.
Hans, can you get me some paper? Yeah, sure. How much do you need? 7,000.
Just keep it coming.
I'll give you a finger of a Kit Kat.
I'll give you a
Oh,
finger.
yeah.
Oh, of a
Oh,
Kit Kat.
yeah.
Oh.
All right.
One's Kit Kat. Mm.
Hundreds of makeshift compasses were made and distributed so they could guide themselves once they're on the run. For the escape and aftermath, they scrounged everything they could. According to German accounts after the escape, the materials missing from the camp included 4,000 bed boards, 1,699 blankets, 161 pillowcases, 34 chairs, 478 spoons, 30 shovels. You'd be like, what are they planning?
Yeah.
1,000 feet of electric wire, 600 feet of rope, 192 bed covers, and almost 3,500 towels. So every day, there's three. Over a few
Housekeeping's
months,
so confused.
three of them are three for every man are saying, "I lost my towel again."
Yeah.
The
Well, you
German
won't get your
government,
deposit back.
Yeah,
German government invoiced the Australian and the UK government.
I want money for 3,000 Sheridan towels.
Your people stole from us.
Geez, the people, imagine if when this all went down, the people running the camp would have gotten a bit of strife. It's like, they must have been like, what the fuck have you been doing?
Yeah. What?
I know nothing.
How did you? Yeah. How did you not notice this?
Well, I guess that's an excuse.
It turns out it's one of the escapees pretending.
Yeah, that's
even the people are like,
they're like, no, I want this guy to answer.
Are they distracted by the war happening? Because this sounds like there's a lot going on under their noses.
Apparently, they start suspecting that something's going on, and then they find the big tunnel, and they go, "All right, we stopped it."
Right.
Things start going missing. They keep searching for it, but their tunnels are so well hidden that they look for them, but it's right under their noses. Sometimes they actually search the room that the tunnel is in, but they just don't check the boiler.
right.
Big boiler,
Because
yeah.
why would it be under there? That's boiling hot. That's crazy.
Yeah.
We've searched the room. All right, on to the next room. And they're like, keep getting away with it.
Yeah.
Of the
And even
200...
if they checked a boiler, what are the odds that it's the one?
Yeah, it's like a couple hundred rooms.
Yeah.
Of the 200 who were to attempt escape, they were given a number that designated the order of who would go down the tunnel first. The people with the highest chance of success due to fitness, languages spoken, and also who had contributed the most to the attempt were highest up the list. I believe Big X gave himself number 3.
Yeah, brilliant.
That's diplomatic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you go first.
No, but not just those two.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to be the first one to pop my head out of the hole. I might be shocked.
Yeah, it does feel like that's the prime spot, really.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. If 2 get away, you're like, all right, looks like I can get away too.
From 1 to 1100, what are you rating your number as?
Probably 1,099.
What are your, Jess?
Yeah,
Jess is 1100.
I'm just in front of. I'm behind you.
No, you're in front. You're in front of me.
I don't know if you want to be any of the ones getting left behind either, because they're going to take it out on someone.
Yeah, I'm the one left in the camp. No, I'm a good boy.
I didn't know. They didn't invite me.
I guess this week's play is going to be a solo.
Your dream.
Yeah, my dream. Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no, a 2-hour tap dancing extravaganza.
Oh, I hate it, but the show must go on.
That's why they call me Twinkle Toes. It's actually a very literal nickname.
Matt's going first, I reckon.
Yep.
You know a few languages?
Thanks. You reckon I did the most?
Yeah.
And of the fittest. And,
Yep.
There you go.
What about you, Dane? Do you fancy your chances of getting out?
I don't reckon I'm fitting down the hole.
Well, they got that big unit.
Yeah.
And he got to basically not dig it, and then he got through.
Yeah.
Is that Big X?
No, that was
Bushels.
Jeez, what was that big guy's name?
Buckley's.
Yeah, you want to come in behind
who
the
was
big
it?
dog. Actually, do you want to be right behind him? Maybe not.
No.
That was the Artful Dodger.
The Artful
Major Johnny
Dodger,
Dodge.
yes.
Dodge.
The American.
The American-born guy who basically his job was to sing songs and distract people.
Yeah. All
Yeah,
right.
great.
I'm unfortunately behind the American. I'm Dodge.
I'm picturing like that episode of The Simpsons where Homer goes down the slide. You don't want to be coming behind him.
Yeah.
Get stuck in the water slide. And those
Yeah.
kids get nightmarish. The kids' limbs getting squeezed
Yeah, that's
in.
right. So they're filling up the hole even.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm also very aware. Like, I'd be down that hole with Dodge, and then Dodge goes, "Look, I'm stuck," and I'm like, "Yeah, no." Like, I wouldn't even be like, "What?" I'd go, "Yeah,
Yeah, no shit, Dodge.
yeah, we both are."
Yeah.
So the first group of 100 were called serial offenders because a lot of them had tried to escape many times. They were guaranteed a place and included 30 who spoke German well or had the history of escapes, and an additional 70 considered to have put in the most work on the tunnel. So that's the first 100. The rest, from 100 to 200, was a lottery system.
Wow.
Try and keep it fair.
I like
My
this.
God.
And they all had elaborate backstories of which they were pretending to be, of who they were pretending to be when they escaped, and needed papers as well as fake uniforms, clothing, and items to assume their identities. Some were like, they're like, I'm a lumber mill worker on leave, or I'm a forced labourer they're permitted to travel around Germany, but could be from Norway or something, which explain their accent or why they don't speak German. They speak one of these other European languages. A couple who speak great German were going to even pretend to be German.
Wow.
Great.
Right. Like, pretend to be full Nazi.
Yeah, full Nazi,
uniforms
which
and
apparently
everything.
that's like an executable offence if you're caught wearing a German uniform and you're not. So that's pretty risky.
There's always
Why
going to be
choose
one
that then?
dick, though, is like, no, I'm like the greatest guitarist in the world.
That's so. This is incredible backstory. Yeah, I've got like 50 wives.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Like, I'm like this huge rock star.
Plays the song. Oh.
No.
Oh, nah.
I hurt my fingers.
Yeah, I can't. I got sore fingers.
Hurt my fingers digging out of the prison.
Oh.
I mean,
Oh, no.
shit.
Oh, no.
Sing us a song. Dug a hole out of prison. It's a love song. Sorry, it's about.
Yeah.
It's a metaphor.
Someone else
Yeah.
wrote this for me. So they dug for months, and by February 1944, the tunnel was nearing completion, but the German guards, like I said, knew something was going on. They searched and searched, but amazingly, they didn't find the entrance to Harry even when they searched room 104. In a desperate attempt to foil a potential escape, they selected 20 men whom they believed to be escape ringleaders and moved them on to another camp. However, they only succeeded in picking out 4 key workers, and amazingly, Roger Bushell, aka Big X, was not amongst them, and planning for the escape continued. Because he was really good at pretend. He would still do activities like be in the plays or audition for stuff and look like that he was... Because he used to be a big escaper, so they'd be watching him a lot. It looked like he'd given up on escape.
Do you reckon part of him was like, they didn't even think it could have been me? Wow.
Hurtful.
No, I've escaped twice before, guys.
Guys.
Come on.
They didn't even suspect me. Like, that's just offensive.
Yeah, that hurts, man.
Yeah.
With the Germans sniffing around and closing in, Harry was completed at the end of winter, and on the night of March 24, 1944, it was decided it was go time. So they chose that night.
What? Why? Any?
Well, I think they were Fitzroy supporters. They wanted to get out. They heard the Lions were making a charge at the grand final.
Yeah.
They made the finals.
Yeah, and
I'm
they're
like,
like, "Jeez, we gotta see the Roy boys."
They're in for a good chance here.
They didn't know at the time, but that was the last time Fitzroy won a premiership. So like,
only
they
they'd
made
known.
the right call.
Jess just shaking her head. Almost 2 hours in here.
Yep.
But we're at the escape attempt. So they chose that night because they were worried that any moment the Gestapo were going to turn up and turn the camp upside down and find the tunnel, ruin everything. So they went probably a little bit earlier than they should have because it was the end of winter, but it was still really cold. And it was a freezing moonless night, and they'd waited weeks for the night to be moonless, not lit up, easy to escape under the cover of darkness.
Does the cold ground hold together better?
Apparently, no, the winter there is so cold they had to stop digging for a while because it literally freezes solid.
Wow.
You can't get through it. So apart from the moonless night, the conditions weren't great as 6 inches of snow covered the ground. This was a double-edged sword as the Germans thought no one would be stupid enough to attempt an escape in these conditions.
Sure.
Because it's freezing.
But then they'd leave tracks, I guess. As
Yeah,
well.
that's another thing. You got to cover up your tracks. So,
1,100 people running through the snow and then covering it up again.
just doing circles.
Hey, won't be like, which ones we follow? There's so many
there's so
sets
many.
of footprints here.
Well, this one got on a jet ski. I mean, a snowmobile.
This one flew a submarine.
Quick, hop on my jet ski. No. That's insane.
No, that's really dumb.
Oh no, Big X is losing it.
He's from the Gold Coast.
Faggot X.
It's the only way I know how.
Do you know how to ride a jet ski? I'm from the Gold Coast.
Yeah. It's in my blood.
That's how I got to school, okay?
That's how I got out of the womb.
So they're like, no one would attempt an escape, not knowing that 200 men were preparing to do just that.
Wow.
So the first to go down...
No women, huh?
What is this, a comedy club in Sydney?
200 men, no women. And none of the men looked around and thought, this seems a bit off. Classic.
Let's invite some women.
No.
Shut up.
Let's invite some women, because we have to.
He's 200 on the list. Back of the line, mate.
Back of the
Fucking
line.
here we go.
Jesus Christ.
The first to go down the long tunnel and pop up the other side was 27-year-old British bomber pilot Leslie George Bull, a.k.a. Johnny Bull.
Great.
Leslie John Bull. Leslie John?
Leslie George.
George.
But for some reason, he's known as Johnny Bull.
Johnny
Sure.
Bull is great.
Which is so sick.
That's a fantastic name.
Yep.
And he's the first to pop up. They literally haven't even tested he's going to go up, like open the roof, I guess, or the exit.
Yeah.
Into the forest, see where he is, and then go for it. So they haven't even really like opened the exit.
You mean he's going to charge like I don't know.
Oh, yeah, like a panther or something, I guess.
Yeah. They should call him Johnny Panther.
Yeah, that'd be cooler. That's way cooler.
That is actually sick. Johnny Panther.
That's amazing.
That's pretty cool.
So Johnny Panther traversed the tiny 100-meter long tunnel via the wheelie system, which they used for dirt, but then they were literally like pulling themselves along. So they're on like a little mining cart type thing, which is really cool. But it's like claustrophobic as all hell in there.
Yeah.
It would take minutes to get from one side to the other. He popped up the other side, and to his dismay, looked around and found there'd been a miscalculation. The tunnel was a few feet short of the coverage of the forest. So they're sort of between the fence and the forest, just out in the open.
Out, but they're not. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're like, fuck. This meant to get to cover, they had to get up and run to the trees.
So what does he do? Does he let the others know? Or is everyone going to discover that one by one?
I'm imagining that like there are a few of them are like sort of standing there, and he's whispering, "Oh shit, boys!"
Yeah, send it back down the line. Maybe they have one of those can and string sort of systems.
Yeah, they loved a bit of can.
Yeah, loved a bit of can.
They loved a bit of can.
I loved a bit of can.
Yeah, I call myself a bit of a can man.
Johnny Bull, Johnny Panther to you.
They call me Hans. I'm a bit of a can man.
So, honestly, I can't wait for the Patreon section because I think I've thought of the game we're playing.
Love it. So they knew. So there's these guard towers everywhere, but they face into the camp to make sure people aren't escaping.
Sorry.
Right.
Just thought of Heinz again. You're very good at it, Matt.
That's my skill. I'm there in the camp giving everyone nicknames.
Yeah.
Oh, that's honestly, when you've got to have like code names, that's actually useful. Otherwise, there's two people called Big X. That's confusing.
Yeah.
Not good.
Come on,
One could have been Little X at
Little
least.
X.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Little X.
Yeah, the
One's
classic.
Big X, one's capital X.
That's good.
Yeah, options.
Come on.
Grande X.
Lil Nas X.
Oh,
There we
yeah,
go.
So we could have 200 X's with variations.
That's right.
Absolutely.
It's important.
DMX. BMX.
Exhibit.
Charlie XEX.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dr. X.
Oh,
Action Man.
Xavier.
Oh.
Dr. Xavier.
So sorry, Dave.
And that was Professor X, I'm actually.
Professor X.
Yeah, you're robbing him of his qualifications.
Mr. X.
Mr. X.
When I met him,
Mr.
he hadn't
Action.
studied.
Triple X. So the guard towers look in, but they knew guards patrolled around the perimeter fence, so they had to time their runs around this. So you'd see the guard coming, they'd go past you like, all right, you won't be back for 10 minutes or so.
Right.
Let's sprint to the forest.
Run. Cool.
A small piece of string coming out of the hole was pulled when the coast was clear. So you're in the tunnel still. The guy before you pulls the string. You go, all right, I'm going to run for it now.
And one joke had it tied around his finger. He said, wait for this.
Gave away the whole game.
In the tunnel as well. No good.
Oh.
Pump more air.
More air!
This is going to be so great. Wait.
It's all men as well. There's guys farting into the pump.
Hey, what's this?
Daryl!
To avoid being seen by the sentries, the escapes were reduced to about 10 per hour rather than one every minute, so 60 per hour that they'd planned for.
Wow.
Daryl Summers. Summer man. Time and should. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Wood. Tree man. Logger. A login. AOL.
That's good. Stop you there.
Okay.
They call me AOL because I did a fart once. That sort of explains itself, really.
You can get reverse engineer that yourself.
I genuinely thought that you're going to go full circle. Like you go log, summer log, chocolate, Daryl.
And we're here.
Yeah, we're going Daryl.
We're here.
We're calling you Daryl, mate.
That's right, it is.
Yeah, that's right. Code name.
Good effort.
My name's Daryl, but they call me Daryl.
Okay.
Some difference. Double R. They've already sort of slowed down the pace as to what they'd hoped for. A further delay was accidentally caused by the escapers' comrades in the RAF. That's the Brits bombing the area, resulting in the electricity being cut in the camp, which is something that they did every night, I guess, to turn the lights out so they're not a target. This meant there was no lighting in the tunnel, so they had to wait for the power to resume before more men started going out. So that was an hour-long delay.
Wow.
Stress.
Because they were like, we could risk it and go in the dark, but like you bumped the wrong bit of the tunnel and it collapses.
Right.
So it's like, let's wait for the power to go back on so we can see what we're doing down there.
Smart.
Yeah.
It's the patience. Like I'd be like, oh, fuck it, let's just go for it.
Yeah.
If you-
And just one guy to panic like that. So they're all going to have that poise under pressure.
Yeah.
Far out. I honestly, even before when he's like, so they'd empty out the sand little bit by little bit. I was like, fuck that. Like I'm already out. I'm just got no patience.
You're full of bullets in your back, having charged the gate.
100%. Like I'm so impatient and I have no future planning. Like I'm just like, fuck it, who cares?
She's like, watch this, and you just start trying to run through the gate.
and you make it because they haven't put any thought into the gate at all.
Oh shit, she's just gone for it.
She's gone.
No one's ever tried the front door before.
Come back.
Come back.
She's gone.
Hey, at least use the tunnel. Jesus.
Have some respect.
Come on.
I've got mates that would go down there and they'd be there for like 4 hours, and then you go, "Oh mate, how far did you dig?" Nah, but I put some shelves in that little
It's
waiting
actually
area.
really
It looks really nice
now.
down there.
Yeah, it's actually a really nice place to hang out. Yeah.
So you got to be distracted.
It's just a man cave now.
You sort
Yeah.
of sit down there now.
We
It's
got Fox
pretty
footy, so
Yeah, the boys had a win, so I watched that, obviously.
I shaved JF Loves TC into the corner.
Yeah.
I invented television. Mate, you were meant to dig a hole.
Oh, that's right. I knew I was forgetting
yes.
something.
Yes,
Yes.
that's right.
I'll get on that tomorrow.
So in total, 76 men crawled to freedom
76.
and got out of the hole until it all abruptly came to a halt at 4:55 a.m. when one of the prisoners, number 77, was spotted by a German guard
On the way
on the way out.
Shit.
Those already in the trees began running. Whilst
So they're all like waiting for each other. It's not like
some of them are. I think the system is you run out and then you're on the string. You help the next guy get out,
Gotcha.
and then you go.
So it was probably the string guy fucked it then.
Hey, come out now! Oh shit! No!
Yeah.
Oh, why not pull it
how do
again?
you, how do you
This
take
is
it back?
Yeah.
Well,
so
and
really
I suppose
one.
some of them were sort of going in teams or in groups.
Yeah,
So I guess
that's
you got to
right.
wait for your group.
Some people are like
Wow.
solo badasses, and others are like
But it's not 76 of them waiting in the bushes.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So those already in the trees at this point began running, whilst New Zealand squadron leader Leonard Henry Trent, who was later awarded a Victoria Cross for bravery during the war, so he's a World War badass, he had just reached the tree line and he stood up and surrendered. Because, a German guard spotted him with a machine
They didn't
gun.
shoot.
Yeah, he's gone, I think I heard somewhere that maybe he shot into the air to alert the other German guards.
yeah.
Something's happening over here. So the escape attempt was over, but the Germans still had no idea where the tunnel started. They've just seen this hole in the ground
Right.
pop out of nowhere.
But they would be able to figure it out, right? I reckon I know how they could. They go in that tunnel.
Yeah, but wouldn't they just...
Dynamite it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true. But
Kick it
maybe
in.
they want to figure it out, right?
Yeah.
But you could dynamite along.
But
See what you chuck dynamite in, see where that goes.
Wow.
See where it goes.
Sorry.
Well, all hell broke loose as there were still men inside the
Yeah.
tunnel.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
hearing all the commotion and they're like, back it up, retreat. And they were still in their costumes and civilian disguises, and they
no.
frantically changed out of them and burned evidence like forged documents and stuff.
Shit.
And like the guy that's in the fake Nazi uniform's like, take that off because if you get seen in it, you're going to get shot.
Unless they believe you.
I'm actually one of you. Oh, okay. I don't
All right,
remember.
then.
I don't remember seeing you on training, David.
Oh.
Great to meet you.
Oh, you knew. Yes.
Junior in Stalag 13.
You would have definitely have gotten away with it.
Yes.
It's all in the lips, German, isn't it?
What,
He does so much lip work when he's German.
Oh, yes, I am. I am a Nazi, that is true.
You just blow a lot of kisses.
I'm one of you. Yes, I'm one of us.
It's like Pepe Le Pew, but German.
Yeah.
I'm one of you.
So despite searching the huts, including 104 with dogs, the Germans couldn't find the entrance until one of them did what you said, Matt. They crawled backwards down the hole and started banging on the other side when he got there until they worked out, shit, I think he's under the boiler. And that's the only way they found the entrance. It was so well hidden.
Wow.
'Cause he's on the other side banging, going, let me out, let me out. By this discovery...
The oven's talking. The oven's knocking on it.
Am I losing my mind?
What's going
This
on?
oven's talking to me.
This is a bloody magic pudding or something.
Someone's rubbing it, waiting for a genie.
Wow.
What's going on here? I want these 3 wishes. First one's going to be to fix these burns.
And then I've still got 2 wishes.
Yeah.
So by the discovery, the first escapists had been on the run for several hours.
Wow.
So they had a good head start, but unfortunately it was the coldest march in that area for 30 years. There was lots of snow and many of the men actually got frostbite.
Shit.
But let's start with some good news. Remember Sergeant Peter Bergsland, the Norwegian Orienteer champion?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he was...
Money's on him to do well.
He was escapee number 43, so he doesn't have the biggest head start. And among the 76, I should say, who escaped through the tunnel, and he teamed up with fellow Norwegian escapee number 44, Jens Mueller. According to PBS, Bergsland, the orienteer, was wearing a civilian suit he had made himself from a Royal Marine uniform, with an RAF overcoat slightly altered with brown leather sewn over the buttons, a black RAF tie, and no hat. That's specifically noted there.
Very important.
That's
If you're going to go through things people aren't wearing, you'd be here all day.
yeah.
What else isn't he wearing? A
He's
bow
not
tie?
wearing no
Underwear.
scarf.
Hoop earrings.
He's not wearing hoop
He
earrings.
is not wearing a scrunchie. He's not wearing a slap band, that's for sure.
He's not wearing 15 bangles on his left arm.
He is not wearing a 90s choker. Okay, yeah, great.
But he is sucking on one of those 90s dummies.
Yeah. He's not wearing a hypercolour t-shirt.
I like to think that his friend's bald and he wears a hat to hide it. And then when he was given a description, he's like, "Yes, I was wearing a suit and I had little leathers over the buttons. No hat.
No hat, no need.
Didn't have to.
Didn't have to.
No need for it. I still have hair."
Warm up up there. Nice and toasty up below head.
I was using nature's hat.
Yeah.
My hair.
I mean, it's winter, mate. What are you protecting yourself from?
There was
The
just
sun's not out.
a little bit of sass in there. That's what it was.
He also carried a small
That's why he's number
suitcase.
44 and I'm 43.
He carried a small suitcase which had been sent from Norway. In it were Norwegian toothpaste and soap, sandwiches, 163 Reich marks given to him by the escape committee. So they also had to get a bit of money so they could
True,
survive.
yeah.
They were travelling under the guise of Norwegian electricians from a labour camp in Frankfurt and caught the 204 train to Frankfurt. The journey there was uneventful. According to PBS, they arrived at Frankfurt at 6 a.m. and caught a connecting train to the city of Kirsten at 8 a.m. They had a beer in the station cafe. While they were sipping, the first inspection took place. A wandering German sergeant of the military police approached them. He looked at the cheerful, fresh-faced young man who spoke excellent German with a Norwegian accent, gave their papers a cursory examination, touched his cap, he was wearing a hat, and departed.
Touched his cap, was in his pocket. Just making sure it was there. He thought he might have dropped it.
Having
Nope, still got it. Wallet, keys, phone.
give it a little tap.
Tap the hat.
Full luck. That's just a thing we do.
In Norway. So having passed the first test, Bergsland and Mueller clinked their beer mugs, smiled and drank
Man,
up.
that would have felt good.
Far out, yeah.
They then caught another train to the port city of Stettin and wandered around the city for the day, visiting a cinema and another beer hall.
Wow.
It feels like life inside the prison is freer than life outside. You know, they're coming by. Hey, you allowed to be here? Yeah, I'm just having a fucking beer,
Yeah,
mate.
constantly getting checks, especially after the news had come out. Hey, but 200 prisoners tried to escape last
Yes.
night. Be on the lookout.
But only 74 made it, so
Yeah, so chances are it's not you. They then found some Swedish sailors who agreed to smuggle them onto their ship, and they made it to the safety of Gothenburg. There they entered the British consulate, who arranged travel by train to Stockholm, where they were flown to Scotland. From there, they were sent by train to London, and shortly afterwards to Little Norway, which is a place in Canada where they were from. So that's 2 home runs.
Whoa, so they're from Canada.
Originally Norwegian.
Right, long way around.
What a round-the-world journey.
I'm like, they're in Stockholm. Why are they? They're pretty close there.
Yeah. Well, then they went back to the UK because they were part of the Air Force, of course.
They had to go back to work.
Yeah.
That's shit,
I can't be late. I've got a 9 a.m.
Sorry, boys, but the boss wants you. They want you in.
So that's 2 home runs. Unfortunately, of the 76 who got out through the tunnel, they were 2 of only 3
Oh, jeez.
who actually got back to Allied territory. The other one, Bram van der Stok,
Oh, yeah.
our Dutch flying ace, who also wanted to be a doctor. He had a gift for languages, and due to his aptitude for escaping, he was assigned number 20 to go through the tunnel, and he travelled alone. He's a lone wolf.
I had money on Johnny Bull.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sorry, mate.
The Panther.
Oh, the Panther.
The Panth.
The Pants Man. Trouser leg.
You are actually incredible.
The leggy Rhonda Birchmore. Birch tree.
Monkeys in a tree. Chimp.
Banana boy.
George of the Jungle. George. Oh, damn it. That's my real name.
His middle name was George.
He can't escape it. Guys, please, I just want a nickname.
Yeah,
Can I just
George.
be like Bluey or something? No.
No.
you're
Let me
George.
work
We
on
got to
this.
get there. We got to get there. So
And
he
we've
looked.
arrived. George.
So Bram van der Stok looked like any other civilian, but he was wearing an Australian Air Force overcoat and a converted naval jacket and trousers, RAF shoes, and a beret.
Ooh.
So he was wearing a hat.
Oh,
But it sounds like a real mismatch. Mishmatch. What am I trying to say there?
You're doing a bit of a mishmash of words there. You're trying to say mismatch and mishmash.
Yeah, I was trying to say mishmash.
Yeah.
But it was coming out as mismatch.
Yeah.
Mismatch.
he did the mash. He did the mishmash.
So Bram van der Stok made it to the train station and boarded a train, seeing 8 other escaped prisoners. But of course, they had to play it cool and pretend he didn't know them. So
Yeah,
because
there'd be no reason.
Yeah,
that
they got
they would know each other.
their own cover stories.
Yep.
The escape was soon discovered, and his papers were checked 4 times. But thankfully, the forgeries were really good.
Wow.
And his story of being a Dutchman checked out because, of course, he was Dutch.
Yes.
Great.
Yeah, I think the better your language and all those sort of
Yeah.
things.
Yeah,
So
I
it
think-
makes sense that the non-English speakers...
It really favoured the Europeans, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
He travelled through Germany to the Netherlands, where he met up with a man whose name he had been given as part of the resistance, which, like, that's such a roll of the dice, isn't it? Like, literally knocking on a door being like, hi, I'm part of the resistance.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the guy actually did take him in. Van der Stok was then given new identity papers, and then he cycled to a Belgian safe house for the Belgian resistance, had to trust another group of people.
Wow.
Yeah, it's also the guy getting the knock on the door, trusting him that he's not...
Yeah, exactly. He could be an undercover Nazi for
Yeah.
sure.
Undercover Nazi coming to Channel 9.
That is definitely a Channel 7
Yeah.
show. There's no way.
Yeah,
Following from Border Force, or whatever that show's called.
Yeah.
So arriving there, he was given the paperwork of a Belgian and then travelled by train via Brussels and then Paris to Toulouse in France, where the French resistance put him in contact with 2 American lieutenants, 2 other RAF pilots, a French officer and a Russian, and he took the group across the Pyrenees to Spain.
Walk into a bar.
It's such an odd mix, isn't it? He finally reached British Empire territory once again by arriving in Gibraltar on the 8th of July 1944, 3 months after escaping. He was back in England within a few days, the 3rd to make a home run. And again, sadly, the 3rd and final.
Wow.
But it's such a journey, and like at any
Yeah.
point he could have been discovered. He changed identity like 3 times, trusting all these
Wow.
people, this network of resistance.
The war's almost finished, hey?
Yeah,
We're getting to the end.
getting towards the end.
How many more months until it's finished?
What is it, a bit over a year?
So close to so 12 months later, the war ended.
And that, like Dan was saying before, right? They were struggling by the end of it. It was all falling apart for the Nazis the last 12 months, right? So it's going to be interesting to see how they deal with the ones that they catch.
Yeah, because
because they might have still a bunch of them might have still made it out alive.
Yeah.
Didn't one of them he mentioned before
Who later got a Victoria Cross.
that's Purple Heart's one you have to die for, right? Victoria Cross. You
That's
made it sound like he lived.
The Australian version of, isn't it?
So the Victoria Cross is like for Empire forces,
Right.
the British, etc. But Purple Heart, that's America, right?
Oh,
It's the same. It's the
that's
same equivalent, though.
embarrassing.
It's
Oh,
yeah.
thanks, Dan.
Yeah.
I think it's usually Valor Under Fire, that kind of
Right.
stuff, like
Yeah.
Bravest of the Brave sort
Yeah.
of acts.
and it's worth like I think it's priceless. But if you are going to put a money value on it, I think that somebody did sell one for like millions,
Really?
millions and millions of dollars. So
Yeah,
like,
there's that British, that Aussie billionaire who's bought all of them,
Really?
and then now they're in the Canberra War Museum.
Okay.
yeah. I think he paid about $2.5 million.
Really?
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah. It's crazy. I don't know if you would sell it. Like if you
Yeah.
earned it.
But I mean, or the family. I mean, if your family needs the cash,
Yeah.
what are you gonna do? No, I'm gonna.
Nah, I want this.
I'm gonna struggle to put food on the table because I've got this little piece of metal.
But I need to walk down the street on Anzac Day and show it off. But I don't even think that you would take it out for Anzac Day, would you? Like you would still.
I don't know, yeah.
Maybe. Like you'd keep it at home. I don't know. It's worth $2.5 million. That's all.
Yeah, it also seems like the kind of thing like people who win those aren't usually braggadocious types. Are
Yeah.
they?
Yeah.
Or maybe they are.
No, typically no.
A lot of them are. They also awarded posthumously.
Yes.
Kerry
yes.
Stokes is the prominent Australian collector of VCs.
Wow.
Owns Channel 7, right? Or used to.
Yeah, he's the Channel 7 guy.
He's the guy that commissioned Undercover Nazi.
Yeah, 7 mate.
I think it's more common that people who know Victoria Cross awardees don't know they have it.
Right.
Like Jeremy Clarkson's father-in-law has one, and Jeremy Clarkson never knew
Yeah, right.
because he'd never mention it.
You found out before Jeremy Clarkson.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I found out and I said,
Imagine he's finding
I
out
tweeted
now.
him. I said, hey, Clarko.
Big news.
Clarko.
Yeah, Clarko.
You. All right, you need to be on the case to give him a new nickname.
Okay. You're not having Clarko? Clarko. Clark Brother. Gumby. Gumbo. Gummy. Toothless. Tooth Fairy. Fairy Boy. Fairy Boy.
Perfect. No notes.
Yeah, it's what I've got. Owing to its status, the VC is always the first decoration worn in a row of medals, and is the first set of post-nominal letters used to indicate any decoration or order. So you can get any other dedication from the Queen or the King, but you'll always be Matt Stewart VC.
Even,
first.
but before Sir.
Yeah, before.
OAM
I guess
or-
Sir comes first. I guess
Yeah.
Sir Matt Stewart, comma VC.
I don't have those, as you know. 'Cause
Yeah, but-
I knocked them back.
Oh,
Mainly because they didn't offer. I was getting in first.
Oh, that's a no from me.
Don't call me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll call you.
I wouldn't accept anyway. Have I gone to war? Well, no.
So 3 made it home. Everyone else, sadly, was recaptured. Some quickly, others were on the run for a bit and made it across Germany, like quite a long way. But within 2 weeks, all 73 others were recaptured.
Wow.
Let's check in with a few of them now. James Katnack, the Australian pilot, and his crew of 4 made it to Berlin before changing trains to Hamburg, which they also reached successfully, only to be caught on the next leg of their rail journey from Hamburg to the naval town of Flensburg on the Danish border. Nearing the border, suspicious policemen insisted on carefully examining their papers, checking their briefcases, which contained newspapers and escape rations. Close inspection of their clothing revealed they were wearing altered greatcoats. Although the 4 escapers had split up pretending to be travelling individually, they were all in the same railway carriage, and more policemen arrived and closely examined every passenger, soon arresting all 4 suspects.
Damn.
The escapers were taken to Flensburg prison and then handed over to the Gestapo. Adolf Hitler was told of the escape attempt and was furious, pun intended. His initial order was that all recaptured 73 escapees should be immediately shot, but it was argued to him that this could lead to reprisals for German prisoners of war in British hands, and eventually he ordered that 50 of them to be executed.
50. Oh,
What a weird negotiation.
Yeah.
All right, we'll let 21 of them live or whatever.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
Is that what happened?
So the General Arthur Nebe was given the task of selecting the 50 men at random. He was a terrible human being involved in the Holocaust, but he himself was executed a year later for his involvement in the plot to assassinate Hitler with a bomb known as Operation Valkyrie.
Oh, right.
Which is a
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise movie.
Yeah.
It starts in German, so the cinema, it starts in German, and then like a sort of wash comes over the screen or something, and we start hearing it in his American accent.
The movie.
Yeah, so because he obviously wasn't going to do a German accent, I guess. So they start in German briefly, and then it's sort of like, the effect is now you're just hearing it through some sort of a translator.
We'll translate for you.
Yeah.
You're a better actor than Tom Cruise.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
you could say, oh, you could say.
Do they call that German face?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fantastic.
You can say this if you want. Yes.
James Cadenac, the Australian was one of those 50, but sadly, I'm really sad to say he was murdered.
Wow.
This is what happened to all of them. In the movie The Great Escape, they sort of all machine gun them all down, but really what they did is they split them up into groups of 1 or 2, and then the Gestapo often would pull the car over and tell them, this is what happened to James Cadenac, stretch your legs before a big drive or go take a piss in that field, and whilst their back was turned, shot him in the back.
Wow.
And then cremated them.
Jeez.
And it was the same for his 3 accomplices, and that's what the fate of most of the 50.
Yeah, is that more humane? I don't know.
That's crazy. Because they're obviously trying to sell a story that they tried to escape again.
Yeah.
That is exactly what they said. They said, these escapists tried to escape. We had no choice but to shoot it. And it's like, and this happened exactly 50 times. It's like,
Yeah.
come on, guys. Also captured and later murdered were head forger Tim Wallen, Lithuanian footballer Romualdus Marcinkus, and Canadian Spitfire pilot / hard-asser Henry Berland. The first 2 had made good ground before being captured by the Gestapo, but Canadian Henry Berland and his group did not make a great distance before the alert was raised and were tracked down quite quickly. Roger Bushell, aka Big X, also murdered.
Wow.
Well, Bushels was told. He was warned. He was one.
Yeah.
He'd already done it. This is strike 3.
Just a strike 3 for him.
The choir's really struggling now, though, because he had a beautiful baritone.
Yeah.
Exactly. He was a
Yeah,
beautiful
he was the one
voice.
still auditioning for stuff. Like, I've got a choir practice.
Well, why would I escape? I love it here.
I love it. This is
One
the
of
best.
the famous scenes from the movie that I think of is, I think it's Steve McQueen on a motorbike trying to jump a barbed wire fence.
Yes, there were no motorbikes involved.
Right.
Apparently, Steve McQueen insisted on riding a motorbike in the movie, and he's nearly all of it, except when he jumps the barbed wire fence, is him.
Yeah,
But that's
right.
a stunt driver, I believe, and it's actually rated as one of the greatest stunts in Hollywood history.
Yeah,
Wow.
and I mean, it's an amazing scene, so it feels funny for him to insist on it, but it's
Yeah,
like,
but he's a great motorcycle rider, apparently. So.
Yeah, and it was a great scene.
I don't know. It is a great scene. Don't get me wrong. But I don't know if you're allowed to do a historic movie.
Yeah.
And then just go, also I jump it on a motor.
Totally, yes. Fully agree.
It's like, this is already a pretty epic story.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, he uses like a modern Yamaha or something. It's like a...
And that motorbike's like on display in a museum somewhere, yeah.
Because genuinely, that motorbike is iconic
Yeah.
to this story.
Yeah, you think that's one of the big things, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
throwing the ball against the wall and the motorbike are probably the 2 most famous visuals.
Yeah.
And you reckon neither of them happened?
Definitely
The
not
ball's
the
more
motorbike.
believable.
Yeah. Well, they had so many recreational things in the camp.
Could have been Hitler's.
Could have been a softball. Hitler's
Yeah,
softball.
softball.
Could have been Hitler's missing softball.
I don't think it's like Oppenheimer and they're like, oh yeah, so we invented the atom bomb. But also I want to ride in on a motorcycle.
But also, that big meeting, I get there via parachute.
I
Come through the
parachuted,
ceiling.
I let it out and I just go, all right, everyone.
I land, I let the parachute off and I walk straight into the building. Don't break stride. I insist.
I want to be in Japan at the time and I put sunglasses on and I walk away from it as it's going off.
That's right.
So, 50 of them were shot. This was a clear violation of the Geneva Convention, by the way, that states POW should not be shot for attempting to escape. But, by this point of the war, Germany committed so many atrocities. The surviving 23 were held in the custody of the Gestapo before being sent off to other camps. 17 were returned to Stalag Luft 3, but after this, I believe they were ordered not to try and escape anymore because it's like, well, you tried. 50 of our best guys just got shot.
Oh, they were ordered from the inside.
From the inside, yeah. Not the Germans.
The Nazis are going,
no, like,
all right, now,
I really
we
have
should
to
have
put my
said
foot
this.
down. I really have to put my
Probably
foot
should
down
have said
now.
this first time around, but yes.
Okay.
Absolutely not on anymore. Sorry. Absolutely not on. It is. I'm sorry, but I have to put my foot down.
That's the German defense. The German defense. Oh, you killed, you murdered 50 of our people. We've done a lot worse stuff than that. I'm sorry. That's minimal to what we did.
You're saying we as the Nazis. We as the Nazis. So you see that as a we. Interesting.
Like, I feel like that they can't. That's not a defense. You can't go, nah, I've done worse shit than that.
Yeah.
That's not a good thing to say, is it?
Dane, you robbed a bank. I've murdered people.
I've shot people in the back.
That's nothing. If you knew the other stuff, would you like a list?
It doesn't make sense.
What do you reckon about that, though? Would you prefer, if you're caught, would you prefer to be lined up against the wall knowing you're about to be executed? Or would you prefer to be like, hey, you can stop here, have a piss?
Yeah, I'd prefer to not know.
To not know, yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to get shot.
Yeah.
Is that an option?
Is that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sorry, we haven't let me finish. Third option, they just send you back first class.
Yeah, I'd probably do the third option.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm going to wait and see if there's a fourth option because we've learnt the hard way. Is it?
Fourth option, yeah, there is.
You stay.
But
in the
once
camp.
I say it, you can't take one of the first three options.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Fourth option is you're shot in the back in first class.
Do I get a meal and can I eat first and watch a movie and
Yeah,
try
meal.
the lie down bed?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's all right.
You
There's
die
a
pretty
fifth
happy.
option.
Yeah.
You have to stay in the camp
Yeah.
and you get lead in the play.
Okay. So I'm
well,
alive and I'm the lead.
That's not really a choice, is it?
And then they shoot you just before you go on stage.
Ah.
Before the second encore.
But you fully believe, all the way up until dying, that you're a star.
Oh, yeah, I'd take that.
Starlight 13 or whatever. Is that what it's called? Starlight.
Oh, no.
So you lock in option 5. So 23.
Dave's just waiting patiently. Okay, so option 5. Fucking hell. All right. Now
I'm trying to get this finished. 2.5 hours.
23 survived. 17 were returned to Stalag Luft 3. 4 were sent to Sachsenhausen concentration camp, and 2 to Colditz Castle that we've reported on before.
Yeah.
I'm pleased to report that many of them lived very long lives after the war. Jack Harrison, one of the 200 men, died in 2010 at the age of 97. Jack Lyon, number 79 on the roster, so he didn't quite get out, which is
A good
one
thing.
of the reasons that he may have survived. He celebrated his 100th birthday in 2017.
In New Zealand? Is that what we said he was from?
I'm not sure where Jack Lyon's from, but let's say New
I think you
Zealand.
said.
Paul Royal also lived to 101.
Wow.
Dick Churchill was the last surviving of the 76 escapees before his death in 2019, aged 99. He was discovered after hiding in a hayloft. And in a 2014 interview at the age of 94, he said he was fairly certain he had been spared execution because his captors thought he might be related to British Prime Minister Winston Churchill, which he was not. But one of the other survivors, remember, was a very distant relative of Winston Churchill. That was Major Johnny Dodge, the Artful Dodger.
The big boy.
Right.
He was Churchill's distant cousin. He escaped but was recaptured that same day and was sent. He was one of the guys sent to Sachsenhausen concentration camp. Awful place to go. With 3 other great escapers, including Flight Lieutenant Sidney Dowse and Bertram Arthur Jimmy James. An awful place to be sent. They were housed with other political prisoners, including previous report topic, Mad Jack Churchill.
Whoa.
Who's the guy that fought with bagpipes and a sword.
Great.
Dowse and James almost immediately began another tunnel, which was kept secret from all non-British personnel. This was completed and used on the night of the 23rd of September 1944 when Dodge, James, Day Dowse and Jack Churchill escaped. Dodge, who travelled alone, was on the run for over a month and after receiving help from some French slave labourers was arrested by a German farmer and sadly returned to Sachsenhausen. He, with the other 4 who had been recaptured, were placed in solitary confinement and chained to the floor in what were called the death cells at the camp.
Wow.
Things were looking pretty grim for him until February 1945. He was released from solitary and taken to Berlin, where he was asked by 2 German officials to act as a peace envoy to the British government with an offer of Germany's surrender to the Western allies of the British and Americans. Basically, at this point, all the Germans knew it was lost, so a few of the senior people were like Hitler was never going to give up, or quietly being like, hey, maybe we could get someone else to give up on our behalf. Dodge was asked to undertake this because of his distant relationship to British Prime Minister Winston Churchill. He returned to Britain via Dresden, surviving the horrific firebombing of the city there. So this guy's got 9 lives. He actually met Prime Minister Churchill and the US ambassador to Britain, John Gilbert, one night on the 6th of May 1945. Dodge explained his adventures and the German peace proposal, and history records the offer was not accepted.
The first thing he said to Churchill was, how'd the Roy boys do? They take it out.
Let me know! And did Winston say, they got the job done, but don't worry, they're going to do it many more times over the next decade.
I've got a good feeling. I think they're about to start a dynasty.
So the Artful Dodger made it home.
Wow.
Partly because, of this distant relationship to Winston Churchill, but he escaped so many times.
Yeah. I will be Albanese's cousin. 100%.
100%.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that guy. I know him personally. Family guy. He used to sleep at Christmas all the time.
Have you got his number in your phone? Huh? No, let me think.
04. Soon after the war, when Germany lost, you didn't know, British Royal Air Force Service Police Detective Wilfred Bowes headed a 15-person task force charged with finding those in the Gestapo responsible for the murders of the 50 escaped guys. They found some of the men had already died, but several former Gestapo and military personnel were convicted of war crimes.
Wow.
So some of them did face justice.
Good.
Just finally, The Great Escape was first immortalised by Australian writer and journalist Paul Brickell, who was at Stalag Luft 3. Initially, he'd been high up the list to escape. When he first went down to help with digging, he suffered from claustrophobia and he was ruled out. They were like, sorry, mate, you're fit and able and everything, but if you have a panic attack on the night and mess it up for everyone else, we can't take that risk.
He probably would have had to accept that.
Yeah.
But he did help with the planning, and he wrote a book called The Great Escape in 1950. It was a bestseller, and like we said, was adapted for the 1963 film The Great Escape, starring Steve McQueen, James Garner, and Richard Attenborough as Big X.
Here's the thing. If that happened to me, right, and I'm writing the tale about what happened, I would be putting in my muscles were too big.
Yeah, not claustrophobia.
I'm not claustrophobic.
They said I was just too much of a big unit.
Your shoulders are so huge, bar. You can't fit down the hole properly.
Too much drag.
Yeah.
I'm on my stomach, if you know what I mean.
When I'm... And also... When your shirt's off, you put us to shame.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, your morale was down.
Morale was down. So, yeah, that's what I'm putting
it's not fair. Like, you're the size of 2 of these normal guys, so it's not fair for you to take 2 spots.
I had to wear really big oversized T-shirts so the boys didn't know how fucking ripped I was underneath. Made me feel really bad.
Like, they couldn't think of a cover story that would work for me. They're like, Germans are never that ripped, you know what I mean?
They're like, I was going to say I'm an Olympic swimmer. But yeah,
too buff.
Too buff. I'm actually too buff.
Thought I'd just stay behind, take some notes, write a book,
Yeah.
Get the story out
like
there.
a real hero. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I think that's very brave of him to say. I freaked the fuck out.
Yeah, I got down there and for the first time in my life I had claustrophobia.
Yeah.
At the worst time.
Or is he actually giving a more heroic story than what the truth was? He's like...
He's a humble man.
The real thing was way worse.
It was
actually...
I had really bad I kept farting up the tunnel. The boys were like, you fucking reek.
No one's going
No
after
one likes you, you stink.
Yeah, so I stayed back.
Yeah, because I claustrophobia, yeah.
No one called me Stinky McStink Boy.
That was, I don't even know why you would have thought that.
No.
That did not happen.
That wasn't me. I didn't hear that. No,
No.
So the 1963 film in particular has gone down as a pop culture classic and is frequently referenced by other bits of media, including The Simpsons, Reservoir Dogs, Chicken Run, Charlie's Angels, Seinfeld, Red Dwarf, Get Smart, Monty Python, to name just a few. So one of the reasons it lives on is it's just referenced all the time.
And I reckon scenes that didn't actually happen.
Yeah.
Because I reckon the motorbike scene would be so referenced.
Yes.
And-
Yeah.
But Bart doing
yeah.
the ball for sure was one of the Simpsons ones, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also Maggie during when she's trying to break out
Oh, yes. Maybe that's what I'm
Yes.
the
thinking of.
pacifiers.
Yes, that's right.
When she's at the Iron Round School for
That's
tops
right.
or whatever it is. Yeah.
It's
Such a great. I definitely knew that song way before I ever saw the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch it.
You will have to set aside nearly 3 hours.
I'm not going to watch it.
Is that with ads?
Well, even more with that. I was going to watch it again, because I was like, I want to do the research first so I don't get clouded by that. But then I spent too long on it. But I'm going to watch it probably again this weekend.
You could watch a YouTube recap.
Yeah.
We could do it as a movie club episode.
Not
for the
3
patrons.
hours.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Who would listen to something for 3 hours?
Yeah.
So we are clocking in nearly it goes for 2 hours 50 something, and this is 2 hours 49. We are actually really close to
If you turn down the volume on the movie and just listen to us, it actually syncs up.
That's it. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah,
And,
it's
the
the Wizard
credits-
of Oz and the Dark Side of the Moon.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's the story of the real Great Escape.
Wow.
That was a great story.
It's an
Yeah.
epic one.
Twists, turns, drama, intrigue,
Farts.
farts,
romance.
German accents.
Sausage.
Well, accents. I don't know if Germans would claim
Yeah.
that, but
Vaguely European accent.
vaguely European accent.
Some pretty spot on accents.
It's not offensive if you do them all at once.
No, I couldn't do you want
The
me
little lip thing is starting to make me feel weird.
This is a more accurate
Is it too late to ask
German
AJ,
accent.
our editor, to write down all the time codes and we get a supercut in video form of Matt's greatest German hits?
I don't think we can afford to pay for that because it's.
sausage.
Now he's winking. Stop it.
Wiener Schnitzel. Wiener Schnitzel.
Stop winking.
Oh, Bratwurst. Sauerkraut.
We're going to have to get a P.O. box because now Matt's going to be getting a lot of love mail.
Yeah.
From the German. And we loved your accent.
Yeah. That's exactly what they're going to
We
say.
found your accent very accurate and very sexy.
Oh, very sexy.
Very sexy indeed.
Well, we might just fade down his microphone as we say, Dane Simpson, thank you so much for joining us on this episode.
Thank you for having me. This is cool.
An absolute epic.
A true pleasure. And I imagine some of your mad yarns might be going for nearly 3 hours. Is that true? on your new pod, any 3 hour episodes coming up?
We do half an hour episode.
That's brilliant. Honestly, perfect.
That's smart. That's pretty smart. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're no Joe Rogans.
Unfortunately, we are.
Yeah.
A terrible comparison to be made. But so that's out now. First couple episodes of Mad Yarns. You and Isaac. Any other gigs or anything coming up you want to tell people about?
No, just look me up. Go to there's this website I invented called Google.
Really?
Just type in Dane Simpson. It's full of everything that I've ever done.
Whoa.
It's the internet.
It is the internet.
It's a
yeah.
modern marvel.
If you want to see Dane in video form, VIP Chunky's Bow style, check out the episode of Do Go On the Quiz Show that's on Stupid Old Channel right now. You can watch him and Marcel go head to head in a battle of the elements.
That's fun.
It was a great,
Yeah,
it was a
it
great
was
time.
Yeah.
I'm pulling up your website now. Interesting stuff, yeah.
We usually do a live Google of the guests at the end. So.
What a review from Matt Stewart.
Okay, what do you get? The Kylan Show, Dane Simpson Live, Friday the 11th of July. That's already in the past when this comes out. Don't worry about that one. Yeah. Edinburgh Fringe.
My
You
special.
going to be in the Edinburgh Fringe?
Nah, I'm not going to.
What's that an old? You've probably got to have a look at your link tree.
Okay, but you were about to say, do you have specials that people can watch?
Yeah, you can go on iView. You can check it out. It's called Didgeridoozy.
Oh, awesome.
It's part of the Live at the Malthouse, I think it's called.
Yeah, great.
Little series. Yeah, go and watch that if you like.
Bit of classic stand-up. Check it out, everyone.
Yeah.
But Dane, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me. This is cool.
Well, that brings us to everyone's favourite section of the show, where we thank some of our fantastic Patreon supporters. If you want to be one of these, go to patreon.com/dogoonpod. I should say we've just said goodbye to Dane. We all gave him a hug.
Yep.
And it was a beautiful moment.
Anybody else give him a kiss? Was that just me?
Oh, no.
Oh, did I miss my opportunity?
We've been waiting so patiently. But yes, Dane did say that he'd be up for hanging around for this section. We said, mate, you've just given us,
We said, please.
3 weeks or however long that was?
400 years. Just go, we said.
but-
Save yourself.
Yeah, like, The Great Escape was actually pretty recent news when I started that one. So.
It was a new movie.
But yes. So, Dave, do you want to explain how this section of the show works?
We take a bit of time here to support, or say thank you to the people who support the show, I should say, at Patreon. And as well as getting some shout-outs and things that we're about to give them, they also get access to ad-free episodes. They get 4 bonus episodes a month. We've got our D&D campaign going on there. New season's just launched. Mini reports, quizzes, all sorts of fun stuff there. And you get access to 250 bonus episodes in the back catalogue as soon as you sign up on that level. You get to be part of the Facebook group, which is a lovely corner of the internet. Hear about live shows before anyone else. Get discounted tickets. And just get to know that you're making this show possible.
Which is important. You're doing important work.
That's right. Some would call it charity.
And we thank those charitable people.
Thank you so much. Now, the first thing we do in this section of the show is for people on the Sydney Scheinberg level or above. We do a section called the Fact, Quote, or Question section, which actually has a jingle, I think, or something like this.
Fact, quote, or question.
He always remembers the ding. And she always remembers the sing. And in this part of the show, we read out 2, 3, 4 sometimes. This week, just the 2 facts, quotes, or questions, or brags, or suggestions, or really whatever people want to write. And the first one this week comes from Jason Wessner, aka, you get to give yourself a title as well, aka Official Panicker. And Jason is offering us and asking us a question.
Oh, I was hoping they were offering a panic.
Okay. Well, maybe this question will lead to a panic. The question is, are there any genres that you traditionally don't like but have 1 or 2 exceptions for? And always say, please answer the question if you can. And Jason does that saying, an example, I tend to find horror movies unappealing, but the original Halloween is one of my favourite movies.
Oh, wow. That's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
I would instantly jump in and think of musicals.
Oh, yeah.
Not a big fan, but I've seen Hamilton twice and enjoyed both of those experiences.
Annie?
Annie, you loved Annie?
And I watched Annie the movie.
Yep.
End of sentence. I watched it.
Yeah, you watched it.
It was recently on Do Go On the Movie Club, which is a monthly thing we do on the Patreon where we pick a film and then talk about it. And it was Matt's choice that month, a couple months ago, and he chose Annie. And, Daddy Warbucks was a bit of fun.
Why do I smell what? Dog.
I watched the film on double speed, of course, but I slowed it down for that bit out of respect.
Why do I smell what? Dog?
I really enjoyed those live experiences. So that's, I'd say, a real exception for me.
I'm not a horror fan at all, but I have seen and very much enjoyed Get Out.
Oh, yeah.
But then I was like, all right, well, I've watched a horror movie.
Yeah.
And I don't want to venture back in.
Right. I think I used to be like that. Now I really like horror.
Yeah.
I'm also not into it.
I just didn't know how broad horror was.
Totally.
I thought, I like Scream and I like Get Out, and I was talking to a horror friend and they're like, well, yeah, you like
horror movies. Yeah.
And we sort of figured out I don't really like slasher ones where it's just like an indestructible bad guy, you know, like sequels to Halloween, sequels to Friday the 13th, stuff like that. As far as I know, I haven't, I've only seen a couple of them, but I like. So that's maybe a good example. It's funny how we can't think outside the thing he said, because as I was reading, I like genres music, but it was movies. What about music genres?
Oh, yeah.
I used to not really be into country, but now I quite like a country a fair bit more. Johnny Cash, Willie Nelson, Lee Kernaghan, Kirks, of course, Dolly Parton.
Of course.
Bloody course.
Yeah, and same, I don't know. I think that was, Get Out came to mind immediately, but it is good to sort of like, it's always good to like try something a bit new, especially if it comes quite well rated or people whose opinion you trust recommend it. You go, okay, I'll give that a go. Worst case scenario, you don't particularly like it. It's all right. It's not life-threatening.
Yeah.
But,
and you can always bail.
Yeah,
if you're halfway through, you're like, nah,
I've read.
I was right.
I used to be a person who was like, well, if I've started reading the book, I have to finish this book. And recently I was like, I'm 10 chapters in and I hate this. I'm going to stop.
Yeah.
I
But
just
Jess,
stopped
it only
reading.
had 11 chapters.
I've never found out what happened.
You had 3 pages to go.
was
It all came together at the end.
I said, I'm done. I'm done with this.
I think I don't really like wheat beers, if that's a genre of beer.
Genre, yes.
But I did have one. I've had I nearly never enjoy them, but I did have one recently that I kind of enjoyed. And I cannot remember what it was. But generally speaking, it's just that sort of that banana-y, whatever that flavour is in a wheat beer that I find unappealing.
Banana-y.
But I like banana.
I don't like beer, but I like that one we had in Brisbane one time.
Yeah, it was a passion fruit goza or gose or
Good
gosa.
stuff.
Thank you so much for that question.
Sorry. That's not important. My horror one is I don't really like horror, but I really like the Alien movies.
Oh, I haven't seen those.
So I don't know why that is, but yeah, a lot of them. I guess it's like you're saying, horror has so many subgenres. I just don't like the ones where it's like torture porn, and it makes
Yeah, I know.
it makes you feel a bit sick to watch.
I watched Heretic last week. I enjoyed it a bit. You know, no movie's perfect. I would have done it a little bit better, but but I enjoyed it
Here's
quite a
how
bit.
I would have done
And
it.
it was
but,
fun. There was in the middle, he's telling a real brief version of my Monopoly episode. I'm like, I wonder if the movie writer was a listener.
fan.
You go,
Like I discovered the story.
but still pretty good if he'd stopped and like, I was actually listening to a podcast last night just for a bit of padding in the movie.
Yeah. Thanks so much, Jason. Jason actually.
Jason.
More. What's his name?
Voorhees.
Voorhees, more like it. What does that mean? But Jason, I got him in the hat swap, and those packages over there.
Yeah.
I haven't opened them yet.
Exciting.
Can't wait to see what you got.
Yeah, I sent Jason a hat. Can't wait to say what, but he sent me 2, so I'm feeling like I've been. Yeah. Anyway, maybe I'll think of a second one to send you, Jason. The next one comes from Charlie Haber or Habert, aka amateur etymologist. If I'm remembering right, I think Charlie was a Chicagan improviser that I met when I was over there. And Charlie has a fact writing the turkey, the bird, is named after Turkey, the country, but in Turkish it's called a hindi. In Hindi it's called a Peru. Arabic calls it Greek chicken. Greece calls it a French chicken, France calls it an Indian chicken, and in Malay, it's a Dutch chicken. None of these places are where the wild turkey is from, which is North America. What's going on? Well, the main theory is that the English speakers were introduced to the turkey via merchants in the Ottoman Empire and thus called it the turkey hen or turkey fowl. Other languages may have similarly named it after the people who were importing and selling the bird, being unaware of its true origin. The many names calling it Indian are likely due to the early misconception that the New World was actually just India, as Columbus himself died believing. How tragic that the poor turkey is forever fated to bear the name of a nation that they do not call home.
That is wild.
I knew the turkey bit, but I didn't know. That's amazing how many places call it different things.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's a fun fact, dare I say.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't give those out too often
Really?
anymore.
No, you don't. That was awesome.
That list of things that it's known as around the world.
Yeah.
I'm here for that.
Just kept
So
going.
interesting. This is a great fact. Thank you so much, Charlie. And thank you so much, Jason. And the next thing we like to do is shout out to a few of our great supporters. Jess, you normally come up with a game for this. What are you thinking?
I think you've been on a red hot streak of coming up with nicknames or code names here. I was going to pull up a code name generator, but I don't think we need one. I think Dave and I could read the names and you could just smash them out.
Okay, we'll go with the manual method.
I think so, yeah. Old school.
Yeah.
Because if you're happy to, because...
You know, say we're in a war prison.
Yes.
And
Sometimes it feels like prison.
the Wi-Fi's out.
Yes.
And we can't access.
What? Even at the library?
Yeah, apparently it's just down and they don't know why they're working on it and they're very sorry. I'm very sorry the internet is down, the
I
Wi-Fi.
hope we get extra dessert later as a compensation.
Yes, there will be extra servings of poutine.
Pudding.
Poutine?
Poutine?
Poutine.
Pudding.
Yes, poutine. Dessert poutine. What's poutine again?
Chips.
Dessert poutine.
Gravy and cheese.
Yeah, instead of gravy, it's chocolate. Instead of cheese, it's ice cream.
that's awesome.
Actually,
Instead
sounds
of
great.
chips, it's wafers. It's wafers. Und delicious. Dessertspuntin. Punting? I think I did not say that right.
Yeah,
You want me to read out some names here?
Yeah, let's get it started. All right,
Hey.
Matt, clear your mind, clear the mind palace.
Okay, from Strathdowney in Victoria, thank you so much to Jamie McKinnon.
Jamie McKinnon Hotel, bed, bedding, ding, bell ringer, ringing ears, tinnitus, tinny, tin man.
Tin Man, that
Oh,
sounds good.
wow,
That's
that's
good.
You got to stop me.
Yeah,
I'll just
sorry.
keep going.
You just keep going. We'll stop you
me
where it feels
whenever
right.
you're
Okay.
ready.
Jamie
Okay.
Tin Man McKinnon, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Tin Man McKinnon, that just
That's
works.
incredible.
Yeah.
So next up, from address unknown, so we can only assume deep within the fortress of the moles.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you to Abby.
Abby, nunnery, none, nothing, zip, zippo, lighter, fire, flame, flamey, flame trees, back to trees, wood, woody, Toy Story, Buzz Lightyear, Buzz, to infinity and beyond, yon, tripod.
Stop.
Tripod.
Abby, aka Tripod's a sweet name.
Pretty great.
Pretty good.
To infinity and beyond.
Yon.
That's great.
And Yon's name is Simon.
Phew, I mean, imagine Abby,
Crazy.
Simon.
I would like to thank now from Fareham in Great Britain. Big shout out to Average Student.
Average student, teacher, professor.
Professor.
Oh, the professor. That's
Yeah.
good.
Professor's a fantastic
We had
nickname.
to ring the
I
bell
love the
early
prof.
there.
Yeah.
Professor's
The
so
prof,
good.
yeah,
Yeah.
so
The
good.
prof. Average Student, aka the prof. Thank you so much.
really good.
for supporting the show.
Next up from Bradford, also in the UK, Kerry L.
Kerry LMNOP. Urine. Rhine. Rhino. Rhinoceros. Russell Crowe. Rusty.
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 When you, I thought you were going to just go through the alphabet. MNOPQ. Urine. I was like, okay, we're laughing.
We're out. He got out.
Oh, Kerry, Rusty, Al. That's good stuff. I'd like to thank now from Mount Nasura in Western Australia. It's Anthony, probably Anthony Sims.
Anthony Sims. SimCity. Godzilla in the Sim City, Zilla, Stephen Zilla, St. Kilda, Kilda man, murderer, mass church, Priestley, Jason Priestley, 90210, Beverly Hills have eyes, piercing, Cyclops.
I wasn't looking at you, Matt. I was looking at Dave, and we yelled at the same time.
That's
It's
great.
really
Cyclops
nice.
is really good. Because like, the priest, I was like, that's good. But then you went Jason
Yeah.
Priestley, 902, and okay, we're back on here.
Yeah.
We're still in the cycle. Cyclops.
Very good.
That is great stuff. Anthony Cyclops Sims.
Next up from Rochester in New York in the US, it is a big thank you to Emma Pratt.
Emma Pratt, dill, pickle, pick me, mean girls, girly, girl, lady in the tramp, chaplain, chap.
That's pretty good.
Chappy, chapstick, lips, dry desert, sandy, dunes, June, July, August, September, bill, passing legislation, slate, clean slate, the cleaner.
Cleaner.
The cleaner.
Jesus Christ.
The cleaner, that's
That
great.
was incredible to watch.
Passing legislation.
Emma the Cleaner Pratt.
That's so great. Man, that's good. I'd like to thank from Somerville in Victoria. Thank you to Dean Williams.
Dean Williams, Prince Harry, Harry Houdini, dinosaur, soaring through the skies, the jet star, shooting gun, machine gun, the machine.
Oh, stop.
The machine.
The machine's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Dean the Machine Williams.
Oh, I
that
know,
is very good.
That's very good.
I was about to
good.
go to the printing press.
So I think maybe we stopped it at a good time.
Your nickname is The Printing Press. That's great.
penultimate is from Brisbane in Queensland, Ashley Hall.
Ashley Hall, long, narrow, rower, awesome foursome, a few good men. Truth, handle the truth, handle, doorknob, the knob.
Stop.
No. Oh, come on. Ashley the knob hole.
I'm trying to get doorknob, but the knob. Okay, keep going. The knob.
the knobbler, the cobbler, shoemaker,
Cobbler.
the cobbler. Okay.
You don't want the knobbler? Ashley, the cobbler hole. That's great.
That's good.
That's great. Actually, I tried to get
Is
you
this
for
a
knob,
muscle that the more you use it, the better it gets? Or it's like, is it use it or lose it, or you're wringing out
I think
as much as you
you
can?
lost it and we're making the most of it.
Okay, yeah.
It's great. It's great. And finally, I'd like to thank location unknown to us, probably within the Fortress of the Moles. Thank you to TIFF Tiff.
Tiff, spat, fight, spats, shoes, shoey, skull, bones, boneyard, yard glass, glassy-eyed, eyeball, ball, only one ball, Hitler,
I don't want to stop you there.
smash hit, smash, overhead smash, grand slam, slammer, wham bam, thank you ma'am, ma'am, madam, damn, Van Dam, van, wheels, driving, driven, golf club, one wood. It all comes back to wood. One, top of the pops, pop. Popper, big bear, big popper bear.
That's pretty good.
Bear with me.
We're trying.
With nail and I, the nail hammer.
Yeah.
The hammer.
Oh, great, we both agreed. It's Tiff the
Hammer.
Hammer.
Okay.
Last name
Whoa.
possibly starts with a Y. Look at your email if you want to know that. It's definitely you, Tiff. You can now call yourself the Hammer.
That was beautiful.
Wood, it's all back to wood.
Everything
comes back
goes
to
back to wood.
So thank you again to Tiff, Ashley, Dean, Emma, Anthony, Kerry, average student, Abby, and Jamie.
You can call me Big X. Everything
X.
comes back to wood. And that means the last thing we got to do is welcome some people into the Triptych Club. Now, this week I've actually got 4 inductees, Dave. Do you want to explain how this all works while I let my brain rest for a second?
Yeah, absolutely. This is our Theatre of the Mind clubhouse sort of hangout zone / Hall of Fame where people have been supporting the show on the shout-out level or above for 3 consecutive years. They've been true to us. We've already given them a shout-out of some description, but they've stayed on. And now to thank them and enshrine them, we welcome them into the Triptych Club, which is a bar / hangout space in your mind where people can come in, have a drink, have an eat, have a fun time, hang out with like-minded people.
Yeah.
And once you're in, you can never leave. But why would you want to? Because we've got some of the best in the business and some of the best entertainment in the business.
I'm floating around, of course. I'm always here if you need a nickname, come find me. I'm happy to help. All right, so we got 4 to read out, but before we get to that, Jess, you're behind the bar. What is the Great Escape cocktail this week? You always have a themed cocktail.
Gin. It's just gin. This is my opportunity to just say I have received your complaints.
Mm-hmm.
There have been a lot of them.
I did a few of them.
About the quality and temperature of the food. So I hear you. I didn't like what I heard, but I hear you.
You've reflected on it.
I've reflected on it, and I'm trying to grow as a person. So what I've done is I have brought in a external catering company this time. A lovely German man who has quite a lot of experience catering to large groups.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm a man of few words, but yes, I run a tight kitchen, and what do you want me to say? I've got the gin, I've got a soup, which I've got on this war era stove that I was able to get from a good price from Starlight 13. Unfortunately,
Starlight 13.
it is very hot.
Oh, okay. That might not quell some of the complaints that have been made then.
Oh no, it was I'm famous, the hot soup man.
I should have done a bit more research.
Oh, no.
So we do have soup and we do have gin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cold gin?
I ordered heating this gin. All right, so we got 4 names to read out. Who's the after party, Dave?
Entertainment.
You're never going to believe it.
What?
They're actually touring Australia next month, I can see here. But before that, they're doing a warm-up show for us. It is back together, the Dillinger Escape Plan.
Whoa.
Can you believe it?
Huge.
We've done John Dillinger and we've done The Great Escape. Is that true?
We've done John Dillinger?
Have we not done John Dillinger?
Yeah, we did.
I think Jess did.
I think Des did the report. That's right.
There's something wrong with my brain. John.
Episode 275, subtitled Public Enemy Number 1.
I did do it, yeah. It's in my my Google Drive there.
Wow.
I'm going to read that. That sounds interesting.
I'd love to know about that.
It's a good thing. You don't waste any brain space on stuff you don't need to know. Why would you need to know about that?
I don't waste any brain space on anything. It's empty up there.
So, hang around for Dillinger Escape Plan at the after party. But 4 names to read out. Dave is up on stage, hyping everyone up. He's the MC. And Jess is there giving Dave a bit of support because in this character that Dave plays, this character version of Dave, he is lower on self-esteem, but that is the real Dave, of course. Has it coming up the wazoo and out of it as well.
That's right. Great actor over here.
So, as I've said about 3 times, 4 names. Are we ready?
Yes.
All right. First up from Rotherham.
Was it Rotherham?
Rotherham. My God. In Great Britain. Welcome in, Sam.
Thank you, Sam. Never a Botherham when you're in Rotherham with Sam.
Fantastic. Next up from address unknown, can only assume from deep within the fortress of the moles. Please and thank you and welcome Beyond the Cartoons.
Beyond the Cartoons. I'm fond of the cartoons when Beyond the Cartoons. Honestly, what can I do with that?
Yeah, no, you're not wrong.
Woo!
Yeah. I get animated when you're around or something like that.
That's actually really great. I'd love to network with you. Cartoon Network.
Yeah. From Flagstaff in Arizona, welcome, Justice Robertson.
Well, I wish it was just us tonight, but there's a few other people here. Just us Robertson. It is spelled just us as well, by the way. If you saw this, it really works.
It makes a lot of sense.
Well, yeah, I mean, it means you did less work on it, so I'd say don't let people know that.
Okay, no one look up the spelling.
And finally, from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, go Penguins, welcome and thank you and please, Rachel Lynn.
More like Rachel, win.
Ding, 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 ding. Welcome in, Rachel, Justice, Beyond, and Sam. Make yourselves at home. Hey, grab some gin, grab some soup, and hang around for Dillinger Escape Plan. We are going to rock on tonight. Pop, anything we need to tell people before we go?
Just that we're proud of them.
Mm-hmm.
We're not disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
We're just angry.
We're furious. Honestly, you've got to pull up those socks
to your room. Thank you for listening. If you want to suggest a topic, you can do that. That's there's a link in the show notes.
We believe in you. You
can find links in the show notes as well to our other podcasts that we do, and our website and TikTok and Instagram. Check those out, please. Dave, boot this baby home.
Thank you so much once again from me personally. And don't forget, coming up soon, July 26th, it's a Saturday. And what a day, because Matt and my stand-up specials are premiering on the Humdinger YouTube channel.
Wowee.
You can watch them back to back or back to front, whichever way you like to do that. But please put in the calendar.
That's right. And that reminds me that I'm touring Australia in August and the UK in September. You can find out about that at mattstewartcomedy.com and maybe on dogoonpod.com if I figure out how to use that website.
I will show you. Thank you again for listening. Until next time, goodbye.
Later.
Bye.
Acast powers the world's best podcasts. Here's a show that we recommend.
Lies, exploitation, and the American dream turned nightmare. This is Big Sugar, a deep dive into the inner workings of the sugar industry. I'm Celeste Headley, and in a new podcast, I'm investigating a true crime story like no other about the men who risked their lives to cut sugarcane. In Big Sugar from iHeartMedia, Imagine Audio, and the teams at Weekday Fun and Novel, I'll unravel a decades-long fight to get justice.
If they were right, then these workers were owed tens of millions of dollars in extra wages.
Listen to Big Sugar wherever you get your podcasts.
Acast helps creators launch, grow, and monetize their podcasts everywhere. Acast.com.
Don't forget to sign up to our tour mailing list so we know where in the world you are and we can come and tell you when we're coming there.
Wherever we go, we always hear 6 months later, oh, you should come to Manchester. We were just in Manchester.
We were just there, but this way you'll never miss out. And don't forget to sign up, go to our Instagram, click our link tree. Very, very easy.
It means we know to come to you, and you'll also know that we're coming to you.
Yeah, we'll come to you, you come to us. Very good.
And we give you a spam-free guarantee.